On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Caught it! Right.
Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world.
We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah! It's Friday. What's up? Welcome to the Friday edition of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. I am one half of that team, Cole Johnson. The rest of the fam will join me momentarily. So, for those who have not been with us on Fridays, well, at the bottom of hour number 1, we will have Sam Shady of the Shady Sports Network. Top of hour number 2, we will have the owner, the manipulator, the operator of BS3 Network, Ben Southern III. And at the bottom half of the second hour, we're going to enter the Boom Shakalaka with Chris Bass. And if you have not enjoyed any of that before, you don't know what you're looking for, don't know what you're interested in or looking for in that regard, stay tuned because you will not have a funny bone after that segment's over. But that's for later. For now, whip around time. The news in the sports world is centered around the still hired Celtics basketball head coach Ime Udoka, and that his improprieties away from the court and away from the sideline is going to have him suspended for a year. Now, the suspension became official last night, and they termed it violations of team policies, meaning, okay, so he must have violated more than just one. That's interesting. Now, we won't go in more into depth because, quite frankly, nobody really knows exactly all there is to this story. So as it develops, we will talk more about it. But for now, Celtics head coach Ime Udoka is going to serve a year-long suspension for violating team policies. Some because of having sexual improprieties, some maybe embezzlement. Who knows? What we do know is that we won't see Udoka on the Celtics sideline this coming season. Now, will we see him there going forward? I have a very hard time thinking we will, but you never know in this crazy landscape that we call sports. You might see him again. Now, I have to say kudos to this gentleman, well, this late gentleman, for getting his just desserts and due honor. But quite frankly, it is far too late. Lakers legend George Mikan will get his number 99 jersey retired at the end of next month. Now, for many of you who are Lakers fans, but you don't really know the team until Magic came aboard. So we know that Magic is a Lakers legend. We know Kobe is one. We know Kareem is one, and Shaquille has become one. And you all know Jerry West, he's a legend too. And Wilt Chamberlain has cut his teeth with the Lakers. But the one who set the table before all of them, including Elgin Baylor too, is George Mikan. Why? This man won 5 championships while in a 6-year period, and while the team was not in LA, but the team was in Minneapolis. Yes, the Timberwolves was not the first NBA franchise that resided in the Twin Cities. No, the Lakers resided there before. So all throughout this time, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and in the early 2020s, this man's jersey wasn't even retired. Why, I have no idea. I still don't understand how this oversight happened, because he is just as huge a part of the Lakers lore as the rest of the names I mentioned. Because Magic's won 5 rings, Kobe's won 5 rings, and with the Lakers, Kareem won 5 rings. So this guy set the standard. This guy set the table for the rest of them to eat, and he got massively disrespected all the way until his passing and afterwards. So, yes, kudos to you in doing this, because this honor should have been done 50 years ago. But you had to wait so long until to do it now. You all are so sad. And that concludes today's Whip Around. Now batting, the man who can swath through smoke faster than Aaron Rodgers downing ayahuasca, number 420, Wise El Jefe. Number 420.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I am well. I actually got to get some sleep because I finally got the piece I needed for my machine. So I was actually able to get a nice, real good night's sleep.
Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Let's show love to the chat real quick. The Hog TV, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you as always. Top of the morning to you. Victor Locke, V-Lock, what's up, baby?
Morning, Victor.
Good morning to you. Sick, good morning to you, man.
Morning, Sick.
And he asked this question. He says, here's my question about Ime Udoka. He says, who leaked the story into the media?
Whoever doesn't want him there.
A brother or sister who don't want him there, for sure.
Whoever doesn't want him there.
I agree. I 100% agree with you there. Playmaker, what's up, man? Good morning. How you doing, brother? Six says, this will be a dark cloud over the Celtics organization for this upcoming season. Yeah. Imagine this, man. So they have a key win over someone like a team like the Bucks or the Warriors, and they're not going to want to know if how they were able to defeat the team. They're going to ask, so Jalen, were you aware that Ime Udoka pulled down his pants and he got busy doing the wild thing to a Celtic exec? They're going to have to answer whack questions like that all throughout this year. And that's unfair to them.
You know who I blame for this, though?
I
blame the New York Knicks because of the situation with Isaiah Thomas and Stephon Marbury and all that nonsense when they were just laying pipe to everybody in the Garden. So this is who I blame for that. But, yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah, that situation, which it's funny. People basically outside of New York know very little about. I know enough of it. But people outside New York know little about the fact that Isaiah was just simply being an absolute hoe in the Knicks organization. To me, I think it's one of the funniest things about that whole thing. And I was like, how did he end up having to pay, or the team at the end of the pay a Knicks executive millions of dollars, and he still kept his job? I'm like, how does that work?
And listen, I'm sorry to be laughing at, but like none of them nobody got suspended for a year.
No,
none of this.
No. But I find it messed up, the situation. But I find the fact that the slapping of the wrist was so minimal for that situation. I find that ridiculous, and I'm laughing at the audacity of them just saying, "Oh well, it's nothing to see here." That's ridiculous. Sick also says, good morning, Vlog, Playmaker, and the Hawk TV.
Appreciate you, Sick, yesterday for stopping by while I was doing my live show. Appreciate it, brother.
Oh, yeah. And for those who don't know, check out this brother, of course, later on the night with Poppy J and Wise at Jefe.
Yes.
That's at 11 Eastern, 10 Central on BS3 Network.
You have a new intro.
Oh, you have a new intro?
Don't act like you surprised, man. Don't act like you surprised, man. Don't act. Everybody know once I said I have a new intro, they know where it came from. So let's not act the surprise like you don't know where it came from.
Oh man. Oh, well, I'm glad you have a new intro. I don't know who would have made it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure you don't know who made it. Not at all.
but
Yes, Mr.
also
Kraft kept his company after happy endings. Yes, he did.
Unfortunately, yeah.
But it
after only getting fined, I think $1
to
million
me-
too.
to me, I think somebody's just out to get him. Somebody really wanted him out of that position.
I agree.
This is Boston, by the way, so don't surprise me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also with Wise, check out Stuck in My Mind podcast.
Definitely.
This dude knows how to put forth conversational interviews better than most people. And yeah,
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
And I'm not saying this because I'm here and you're my brother. I'm saying it because it's the truth. It is must view TV for sure and must listen podcast for sure. And I'm not only saying that too because I was a guest. I'm saying because I've actually watched a lot of his stuff, and man, awesome material.
Well, I had a friend of mine. She was actually a guest 2 years ago, and we've become friends over the years. And that's what I love about this, is being able to connect with people and just build relationships, man. I've been able to build some friendships, even with the people in the chat now. That's why this chat is what inspired me to go live. So you guys out there, just so you know, you're the reason why I go live now. You're muted. Don't hear you.
Thank you, brother. It's great. Seeing the love in the chat is great. And in fact, even when I do my own stuff, many people from here gravitate onto when I do my stuff, and they show love there too. So man, I appreciate all of you too. I totally do.
Cool is available. Cool is available, he said.
Okay. Yeah, I know. He actually said that to me, and I will send that invite to you very soon, partner.
Yeah, sick. I know who she is. Believe me, I didn't believe that host. Listen, it was just crazy. It was, the garden was just full of hoes that time. The garden was just full of hoes. Steph was laying pipe to everybody. Isaiah was laying pipe to everybody. So it was just like a whole fest going on there.
It's sad. That is sad. Yeah, but yeah, I'll get that link to you. Cool, because yeah, we need to chop it up with you again. And it's been far too long since we've done it the last time on this show. Six says the Lakers got their name from being in the land of 1,000 lakes. Exactly. Yes. And so what took them so long in inducting George Mikan and having his number retired? That's a wonderful question to ask.
It hadn't been retired?
No, he's having Mikan is having a retirement ceremony late next month.
George Mikan's number was never retired?
No. That's all sorts of messed up, isn't it?
No longer. No reason. No, I know why. Well, I'm not a Lakers fan, but damn, if I was a Lakers fan, I would have been upset. If I was a George Mikan fan, I would have been upset because he is one of the greatest Lakers of all time. And how does he not have his number retired?
Right. So I'm thinking, okay,
why? Because it was Minneapolis at that time. It don't matter. It's still Laker history.
Thank you. It's still organizational history. In fact, he set the pace for the organization.
So, he's the original big man, right? He's the original big man for the Lakers.
Yeah, the original big man for the Lakers, one of the first legends of the league. And I'm like, you mean tell me you did not retire this man's number and won't have his number retired until October 30th, 2022? Shameful.
It should have been retired decades ago.
Yes.
When he was when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, he should have been.
And that's what I'm thinking. But no.
Oh, it's the Lakers. What do you expect?
Exactly. Victor asks, what a quick question for everyone. Which team had the worst mascot ever, past, present? If you you were part of this, Vic. In my opinion, we saw this last night. Just look at First NEC Stadium, midfield, Cleveland, Ohio.
The big turd in the middle of the field.
There is my answer, and I think there's Wise's answer too.
Bit of truth is on, like, how about those Browns? Listen, I'm happy because I have Nick Chubb, so hey, he did his job for me.
How you doing, Bit of Truth? And hey, 2-1. They should be 3-0, but hey, 2-1. You know, they're things are looking up for him, even without Deshaun Watson under center. You know, what can I say?
Listen, Jacoby Brissett is playing pretty well.
Jacoby said it's not a bad QB.
No, he's not. He's a backup though. He is a backup.
Yeah.
He's definitely a backup.
Oh yeah.
But damn, 11 games of Jacoby Brissett. Let's see if they can.
Yeah.
If they can keep the ship afloat while Deshaun Watson is gone, then they might have a shot at the playoffs.
I agree. Hawk TV says, does this pass as bad president, cheating on your wife with a coworker at your job, and you get punished for it? Not by your wife, but your job. Okay, well, let's.
Some jobs do have. They have some rules and regulations where if you fraternize with coworkers in that situation, you can get fired.
Yeah,
it depends on the organization.
Yeah. And he goes on to say President Clinton kept his job. Well, he has ways to influence that at the time. So there you go.
This is true.
Yeah, Mr.
Plus,
Crab
he didn't
kept
technically have sexual relations. She just skeeted. That's it.
Right. Yeah, and well, Mr. Crab is one of the most powerful men in sports, let alone football.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's clear this up. Udoka and Nia Long are not married. They're engaged. And Nia actually is on record in saying that she doesn't really believe in marriage. Like far as I know, they're still together. And
that's
he did cheat on her.
But that's my thing. It's like, how do you cheat on Nia? Like, is it whack? Is the whack?
And see, you would get on me yesterday for asking that question.
Okay, I did. But now that I think about it, it's like,
thank you.
What is the thing? Is she whack in bed? I don't know. Maybe like
that's what I'm saying. What is she not doing that makes him think that he needs to take his toe out elsewhere?
Is she not swallowing? I don't know.
I mean, hey, it could be any of those. It could be she's a nag. I don't know. I'm not saying Nia's wrong in this situation. I'm just saying there has to be something. There has to be something in Ime that looked at Nia and said, "Man, girl, you ain't it," and I'm gonna find it somewhere else. It had to be something. But he was wrong in not basically saying, "You know what, baby, you just not the one. I want to soar more of my royal oats. You got to go."
Or he just wanted to roll some soy oats. Like maybe he just wanted to get some off somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah, that's cool. Well, maybe
it might not be that she's whack. It might be he's whack. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, we already know he's whack, but it is like what Chris Bay said. Gotta go, gotta hold. There you go.
Yeah,
that's what Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
What's up, Andrew? Yeah.
Good morning, Andrew.
The Isaiah Thomas pass was a setup. Nuka Brown Sanders wasn't getting harassed. That sounds like something that Zeke would say. I can picture him saying something like that.
Like she just wanted the D. That's all. And then when he wanted to stop giving it to her, that's where it went.
Knicks had to pay that $11 million for that joke of a sexual harassment. Well, yeah. But still, Isaiah brought shame to that bitch and to that organization for doing that stuff.
What? Well, embarrassment to arrogant. This is the Knicks we're talking about. We're owned by James Dolan. That was not embarrassing. There was no embarrassment to that. That was. Do you know what was more embarrassing? The Phil Jackson era as a GM was more embarrassing than that.
Yes. I've been warning you to go in on the Knicks like that for a minute.
It's that shit. That was fun. That was funny. I enjoyed that drama. I did not enjoy the Phil Jackson era at all.
Oh, the Phil Jackson era was a
so that to me was more of a disgrace than Isaiah laying pipe in the garden.
Yeah. Because how he messed with Carmelo's mind, that was ridiculous.
Phil thought Carmelo was like Kobe, and it's just not.
Nah.
Not
two different mentally. Yeah, mentally two different players.
You could mess with Kobe that way.
Yeah,
Kobe would like he'll snap back.
Yeah,
Melo's not that way.
No, Mel's like F you. Vic just like us. Also, what are you guys' thoughts on the Brett Favre situation? Here's the thing.
Brett Favre's he's not getting in trouble. You know he's not getting in any trouble for this, right?
Well, he's one of Mississippi's favorite sons. I will put it out there on this show, even on my show. Brett Favre is one of Mississippi's favorite sons. There is no way that I'm thinking.
I don't even think he's going to get a slap on the wrist.
That's it. He might be fine. He might be put under probation, if that. But if that. But I think what he did is absolutely horrible. And for those who don't understand,
he took funds from the welfare community. Like,
yeah,
the funds that he got to build a volleyball stadium for his daughter's school was taken from the people who actually needed it more in Mississippi. And Mississippi is one of the poorest states in the country. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So that is reprehensible all its own. But the way the Mississippi government, as what I have seen in recent memory, has been, they like we've been talking about with the Knicks and Isaiah Thomas. I think the same thing is going to happen with Brett Favre in Mississippi. They'd be like, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Well, because you haven't really heard it. Like, you would think this would be a segment every day on the ESPN. Like, you barely hear it now. Like, you heard it at the beginning. You heard it at the beginning, and now it's just died down.
Mm-hmm.
Except that we're bringing it up now. But besides that, you don't even hear really about it much, because football season is upon us, and they could give two shits about Brett Favre.
Yeah, they definitely could, and that's the messed up part. That's the messed up part. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Oh, Playmaker, what's up, brother? He says, he said, Hawk, I did not have sexual relations with that intern. Fly Eagles Fly says cool. Playmaker also said the Celtics play the first of the NBA season, which makes this more interesting. Yeah, they do. So I don't know. I just I really don't want to go further into the Ime Udoka thing, other than he did overstep, and we don't know how.
End of the year.
We don't. Suspension. Yeah. The problem is we don't know how far he overstepped, and if you're going to be suspended for a year, I think this is more than just he was being improper with a consensual sexual relationship.
Like, if it was consensual, I don't see why he's getting suspended for a year.
Yeah, there's more.
If Shorty was like, yo, here, you can have it.
Yeah.
Then I don't understand why he's getting suspended.
Yes,
I understand it doesn't look good because you're an engaged man or whatever the hell, you're in a relationship, in a committed relationship, and you have an affair with a coworker, basically.
Yeah. There's some who would say, well, there's a power play element there, and there's
people that don't want him there, and we know why. We know why they don't want him there.
Yeah, just look at him. Yeah. I'm sorry, just look at him.
Well, I didn't want to go there, but yeah. It's Boston.
And that's another thing. Look at him and look where he's coaching. In Boston, for people who don't know, Boston has one of the worst histories when it comes to this. And if you don't believe me, look up what the late Bill Russell said about playing there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Oh, man, it's good to see everybody. Oh, Ryan, good morning, brother.
Good morning, Ryan.
It says good morning, gentlemen, and good morning to everyone watching and listening. It's Friday. Yes, it is, sir.
It is Friday.
Not only is it Friday, but we're also going to be inviting a few people in. Why not? And one of them is one of our homeboys. And Eagles Elite, Play Call Sports.
He got a lot of stuff going on. Like, I thought I had a lot of shit going on.
This
brother got a lot of stuff going on, yo.
NFC Beast.
Yo, this dude is everywhere.
WNBA reporter. This guy is everywhere doing everything, and he is one of my favorite in this space, in this sphere. One of ours, brother, and one of yours. One Mr. Cool McCain.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. What's going on this morning?
What's up, brother? How you?
Hey, I'm off on a Friday. I'm feeling good.
I was about to say, I don't think we have to ask how Cool's doing. Look, we saw that performance that one Darius Slay put forth on the defensive end, and what one Jalen Hurts put on the offensive end.
Well, hold on. Somebody wanted to go in on your boy Slay though. I ain't saying no names.
Yeah.
But he was just going in on your boy, talking about he ain't no Pro Bowler. He had 2 interceptions, or maybe he had 3 for the season and 7. He went in on your boy.
Bro, I'm sitting.
I ain't starting nothing.
I'm sitting at work, right? Because I was trying to listen to y'all while I was at work, and I'm like, I cannot get on the day. I was like, boy, you better be glad. You better be
I'm not saying names. I'm not
very
saying who
glad
it was,
that I was not able to hop on at the moment. But what I will say,
he went in on your boy.
What I will say is, you can say what you want, but you saw the performance on Monday night. And if you don't acknowledge that, then you don't know football. I don't care what you think you are. Let's go there.
Shots fired.
We're coming out. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Shots were fired.
Bazooka style. Let's go.
We're not even here a minute, Cool. You already calling people out. Man, I'm loving it.
When you won't deny that you're wrong, right? And you try to go further down the rabbit hole in the reverse direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can't get you in.
He brought out stats.
He brought out stats. But he didn't bring out any passes defended.
He said pass deflections. He said you only had like 7.
No, 9.
My bad.
Well, 9 last year and 3 picks.
I'll put it like this. He may only had about 3 picks, but he didn't talk about the fumbles, recoveries. He definitely had more than 9 passes defended. That's a bald-faced lie. We're not even going to say that that's a misstack. That's a bald-faced lie. Okay? He got torched 1 game, and that was by DK Metcalf. Other than that, go look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could break up the stats.
I believe you, bro.
I could break up the stats. But here's the thing: I'm not even gonna do that.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Somebody was just coming at you.
I saw it. I was sitting there like, ooh, he better be so glad. The Lord loves this man today. The Lord loved him. The Lord gave him a lot of love that day. You know what I'm saying?
Not the Lord gave a lot of love.
The Lord gave him love that day. I can't say too much because the good Lord was on his side. And I could not get up on this. I was like, "Oh boy!" If I had like a little block of time, I could take real quick and hop on. But yeah, I didn't. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, man!
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in the chat one day when he's on, and I'm just gonna put up the actual factual stats for Darius Slay for last year when he's on. I'm gonna save it for when he's on. I'm gonna say actual stats, factual stats, yeah, real stats. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But that's how we're gonna handle that, guys.
Oh my gosh, I've missed you, bro. I will say this on air. I miss doing this with you, man. Oh my gosh, yeah, because I was happy for you when I saw that game. Monday night and Tuesday morning, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to say to you, man, if Jalen Hurts could perform like this, the Eagles can be a problem, man.
He spread the ball around.
Yes, that's what I love the most.
Around. He wasn't just focusing on AJ Brown. Smith finally got some love. A lot of other people got some love. So he spread the ball around, and that's what he needs to do. If he's going to be successful in the NFL. He just can't focus on receiver. He has to be able to spread the ball around.
And Monday night he did beautifully. And I personally would like to have the run total go down just a little on his behalf. But 11 is not bad.
You and me both. Shoot.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him to run that often, but 300 yards passing. He had a couple touchdowns rushing, a touchdown passing, and
80% completion percentage.
And yes, and was so precise with the ball. It was a thing of beauty. It was like, okay, so the game now has finally really slowed down for you to the point where you can maneuver stuff on the field. Forget this, he's a running quarterback crap. No. He is a quarterback who's trying to learn how to be one in the NFL. Now, am I going to say he's elite right now? No,
don't say that. Yeah,
no,
please don't.
No. What I am saying though is if he can continue to play like he did Monday, sky's the limit for the Eagles, even this year.
Yeah.
even this year. Wow.
I just want to see it, more often.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the consistency.
You and I like here. Yeah, you and I like that. Cool.
I need from
I'm the same
Daniel
way, bro.
Jones. The same thing I need from Daniel Jones is consistency.
And
if
I'll
I
say
get
this:
consistency from Daniel Jones, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. Daniel Jones looked a lot better under Dabo than he ever looked under previous coaches in just 2 games.
Because Dabo is an offensive coach.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he wants. He knows he works to the ability of his quarterback.
And it's crazy how you. Go ahead, Wise.
But because you got to look at it. Daniel Jones is underrated as far as his athletic ability is. He is a very athletic quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He has wheels. This man has wheels. He can run the ball if he has to.
Yeah,
right.
But he's done it multiple times.
When you work to his strengths, you're gonna benefit from it. And Daboll knows how to use his quarterback's strengths.
Yeah, well, he proved that with Josh Allen.
Yes.
And now he's beginning to prove that with Daniel.
Do not say that name.
Yeah.
Do not say that name.
You see how easy it is to slip out cold? You slip out before you
don't
even.
say that name.
I wasn't gonna say Danny Dimes. I was gonna say Danny Penny.
That would be more like it, yeah. But Daniel Jones does not deserve that name yet.
Well, to talk further about all things NFL and all things other football too, we're bringing along the man who is in charge of the Shady Sports Network. That is our dear friend Sam Shady. What's up, man?
Morning, fellas.
Shady, what's up, man?
What's up, Shady?
Yeah, man. I was everything is fine, man. I was talking to Cool, and Cool can't wipe the smile off his face hard enough because of the performance of the Eagles Monday, on both sides of the ball. What was your take on what you saw at their home victory against the Vikings?
Unbelievable performance. Exactly what we've been waiting for out of the offense and the defense. I was extremely encouraged by Jalen Hurts in particular. We've talked about it at length that I think the Eagles offense is kind of a pick your poison offense, to where if you try to take away one receiver, we will gash you with another receiver. And this game was evidence of that, because the Vikings came into this game after watching the Lions let A.J. Brown run wild, and they wanted to slow him down. So instead, Devontae Smith gets 7 receptions and, almost 100 yards. So, I mean, it's one of those offenses where no matter how you try to stop us, we've got too many weapons to where Hurts should be able to still work with what he's got on a week in, week out basis.
Absolutely. I think he has a crazy amount of weapons. Adding Goddard and all the other guys you have, it's up to him to see how far y'all go, especially with that offense. And if he can play like he played that game, the rest of the season is going to be looking real good for you guys.
Agreed. But with that being said, your Giants are 2-0, Wise.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Yes,
yeah,
they are.
Let's talk about those Giants.
And we're 2-0 without our 2 best pass rushers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Aziz, no Thibodeau.
All right. So talk about your offensive line real fast. I loved how they performed when they played here in Nashville. I sort of feel like they took a step back when they played the Panthers Sunday.
That first half, yes. That first half is like they were playing Matador. Hey, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead. So,
yeah. But
that second half, they did pick it up, and they're like, okay, we need to show this. Let's make sure our boy stays upright.
Yeah,
and they did. They kept it. Daniel Jones did not turn the ball over. Thank God.
Now that's a huge key.
That's big. That was huge. He had 2 turnovers a game before. To have none this game.
Yeah, one when they were in the red zone.
Yes. Yeah. Don't remind me.
But he's reading the defense, right? And he looks like
he's playing.
He's doing much better.
There, he's playing much better. He is. Yeah. He's playing better under this coaching staff than he's ever played before. And if he can improve every week, then I believe in his talent. He has talent. Listen, he wouldn't be an NFL quarterback if he didn't have the talent.
That's very true.
It's his mind. It's a lot of the questions, like with Wentz and all these other quarterbacks, is can he overcome all those hiccups he had earlier in his career with as many offensive coordinators he had his first few years, and then to have a special team coach as your head coach the next 2 years, I'm just happy that the Giants are led by someone finally, because Dave Gettleman was not someone I had a boy. I got a guy work in Gettleman we trust, and I will never trust Dave Gettleman.
Nor should you have, sir.
No, never. He came from Carolina. He didn't do shit in Carolina. What
Cool took the words out of my mouth. Cool took the words right out of my mouth.
They had the pitchforks and the torches at the Panther Stadium for his hind parts. They was ready to get rid of him.
And how the hell it's like Adam Gates. How the hell you suck in Miami and get a job in the Jets? It's like
wait, he sucked even worse than Jets. I'm like, how is that possible?
But bro,
you were bad in
Miami. He sucked in Miami.
You were horrible in Miami. How could you be worse?
How could you expect him to be better in New York?
I mean, he was bad in Miami. How could you be worse? And he was worse with the Jets. I still, my mind is still boggled.
I got to touch on this.
Please, sir.
Cowboy fans, stop smoking what the hell y'all smoking, because Cooper Rush is not the next coming of anyone.
Oh.
Please get over it. He won one game, and it was against Cincinnati.
So, and I have to thank Playmaker for bringing this up. I saw it, but I wasn't going to bring it up until he actually did. For those who were unaware, one Mr. Michael Irvin, I guess the greatest Cowboys cheerleader known to man and woman, got up on ESPN's First Take Tuesday, and he has this new segment now called the Top 5 Great Playmakers of the Week. And the Playmaker of the Week was not Tua, was not Waddle, was not Hill,
was not Josh Allen.
It was not Josh Allen. It was not
anyone who put up real numbers.
It was Cooper Rush.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking to the T. To the T. He been back at Arlington practice sniffing the wrong white lines. Sound like.
Cooper Rush. I'm like, Lord.
Oh man.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, Cooper, I get that you were Cowboys. I get you still live in Dallas. I get that you were a Cowboys legend. You're a Hall of Famer and you won 3 rings there. I get all of that, but
Cooper Rush, really?
Cooper Rush was your best play out of all the stuff you saw on Sunday and Monday and even the previous Thursday.
He should have just let Jerry just jizz all over him. That's all.
Your best performer of the week was Cooper Rush? I'm like, come on, dude. Look, I'll give him props. Yes, the first and last drive of the game at home against the Bengals, he was good. He was awesome, and he helped the Cowboys get the victory. Of course, there's a number 11 on the other side of the ball that had a lot to do with it. And many others on the defensive end who got 6 sacks, but we're not going to touch that, right? It was our Cooper Kupp being the second coming of Tom Brady. Get out of here. Please. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It was sad to see, man. It was sad to see.
Sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry for bringing up that name. My apologies, Ryan.
Speaking of clapping seals, hello, Mr. Irvin.
My apologies, Ryan. I didn't mean to bring up that name.
Victor said Cooper who? Andrew, the Giants fan he is, says, say a lot of wise. I'm with you on that, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm with you. And also Andrew echoing your sentiments about the offensive line. He says they'll be coming back Monday night. They're gonna have a tough task though Monday night though.
Oh yeah, listen. I have no delusions of who we facing on the defensive end. Offensively, I'm not. I don't know. I think we're gonna hold our own because we have a pretty solid defense.
Mm-hmm.
And if Aziz is there and Thibodeau are there, they're gonna have their hands full holding those 2 men down. And but I just hope the offensive line can stop. We know he is the best linebacker in football right now. And
I've said this, and I'll say this on any program. Micah Parsons,
Yeah,
number 2, the number 2 player on the Cowboys is a distant second. He is the best player on the team right now. I mean, he's to the point where now I think he's starting to hate the fact that people are going to talk about him and game plan for him. Like when Leonard Fournette chipped him, he called it a P. He called it a P block. I'm like, no, dude. No, Fournette did his job. He chipped you.
Slowed you down. He slowed you down.
He chipped you, and he ended up pancaking you with the chip. I'm sorry, dude. You caused so much ruckus. You're going to be focused on like that.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get that. You can get more of that, actually.
Listen, when he is bringing back linebacker, he's like Penn State right now. They're producing some linebackers.
Yeah.
Like,
linebacker
is coming back.
Be resuscitated because
yeah. So he's the trend. He started that trend because they got a couple coming out of Penn State that's still playing right now that are some beasts right now. But yes, Micah Parsons is, to me, the best defensive player right now doing it. I'm saying that when you have to game plan for him, that's telling you something.
It really is.
When you have to set up a game plan to like, we can't let Micah Parsons get at us. That's showing you some crazy respect.
And it's only his second year in the league.
That's what's crazy.
And you know what's sad about it, man? So when we were talking about the draft that year, I was saying how desperately we need a wide receiver. But I was like, if we end up with Micah Parsons, I will not be mad.
I wouldn't have been mad for you.
Yeah, that was my two things. I was like, either
anybody who would have
Smith
ended up with Micah Parsons
or Micah Parsons. Yeah, my thing was Devontae Smith or Micah Parsons. And people were like, oh, you don't want Chase James? I mean, you don't want Jamar Chase? I'm like, I do want Jamar Chase, but I know how the Eagles go, and we're not going to keep a pick that early. We're going to probably be in that range where we can get like a Devontae Smith, like around 10 or so. And man, when we drafted him, I was like, I will rock with that, but I would have not been mad if we had took, Micah Parsons, because you could tell from watching him in college, you could tell from combine, like certain players, you could just tell, like this guy's gonna be a monster.
He has it.
Yeah, he just was there.
I actually said as soon as I caught wind that the Cowboys got Mike, I was like, oh man, they got themselves a gem. They better not screw this up because he could be a franchise maker. He could be a difference maker in that franchise. I actually said that as soon as the Cowboys drafted him. I was like, ooh.
And I do have to say, I talk a lot of smack about Dallas. I'm gonna call them Dallas today. I do talk a lot of smack about the Dallas Cowboys, but without them, we wouldn't have gotten Devontae Smith. So I have to appreciate them for that.
But it's okay, Cole, because I have a cousin. I have a cousin. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan, and this morning I wake up to a message. You ready for this L? I'm like, yo, seriously?
You ready for this L?
I'm like, are you serious? What happened? You got Cooper Rush.
What
are you talking about? Am I ready for this L?
Wait. So wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong. The game is in the Meadowlands, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a road game for the Cowboys. The Cowboys are playing with their second string QB. This is primetime TV. It's primetime TV too. And from what I understand, this is the first primetime game that Cooper Rush has ever started in.
Probably, yeah.
The offense has been not all great shakes. The only thing that really have going for them, the Cowboys, is Micah Parsons. What makes him think that they could beat the Giants there?
Because he's delusional. This is the same cousin that sent me that stupid meme.
There is a couple of things
where he talked about together the NFC East doesn't have the same amount of championships the Cowboys have. And when I looked at it and thought it, and I was like, are you crazy? Just the Eagles and the Giants alone have the same amount. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so you can exclude Washington. Yeah.
You didn't even, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, dude, you like, so I had to show him, like, bro, you need to work on your math. Like, go to class with your son. and learn math with him because obviously you can't add shit up.
As we've heard many of women say, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah, it's not mathing. Yeah, it wasn't mathing.
You heard that? That's for sure.
But yes, and for those who don't understand, yes, Cowboys won 5 rings. The Giants have 4 in their coffers. The Eagles have 1. That equals them. And
we're not going to even add the 3 Washington has.
Not going to add the 3 the Washington has. Yes. So, yes, unfortunately, Cowboys fan 8 is greater than 5. But hey, you all don't.
We don't. Who are we?
Crazy
who are we
things
to
like
judge?
math.
Who are we to
You know what I'm
judge?
saying? Facts. Who uses those things, right?
Who are we to put facts in the way of a good story, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's funny how this kind of stuff always comes from fans of the Cowboys, right? Isn't that funny? Like, it's always the Cowboys that have like these. And the thing is, all the fans are not like that.
No.
But it's enough of them where it's like cool. It's always your people.
There's so many of them.
Ben is cool. Victor's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We won't mention the other dude because I don't know what he was thinking about this earlier this week in the segment, but
yeah, Ben's cool, Victor's cool, Ivan's cool. I mean, because because and I know they are cool because definitely with Ivan because I went with Cowboy slander and he just laughed it off because he's like, I get it, F you, but I get it. I'm like, cool, I can rock with you. I can rock with you. But it's just ridiculousness. I mean, it's like with this team, if it isn't one thing, it's another. I mean, look, there's a graphic. I don't know if you saw this. Cool. There's a graphic, and I got to pull it up that compares Bart Starr, but it actually calls it Bert.
Oh no, that stupid. Yeah.
Yes, Bart Starr, but it's Bert to Dak Prescott, and in the middle it says in red letters, Dak is a Hall of Famer. It's stuff like that I got to deal with. Dak is a Hall of Famer. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it's stuff like that, it's legit crap like this is actually on the news. There was a Cowboys fan that was on horseback wearing a Dak Prescott jersey, galloping down an aisle at Walmart. I wish I was making this stuff up. And to back me up on this is Cowboys fan of extraordinaire, the owner, the manipulator, and the operator of the BS3 network, BS3 himself, Ben Sutter the third.
Top of the morning to you guys. Right?
What's going on, Ben?
Now, top of the morning to you, Ben. Now, I just talked about the gentleman in your area that decided to go into a Walmart on horseback wearing a Dak Prescott jersey. And this was I think Tuesday, I believe, after the victory that the Cowboys had over the Bengals. What say you, sir?
That's the funniest thing I've seen in a while, man. We won one game. Not a Super Bowl, not a playoff game, not a conference championship game. One game.
Regular season game. One early regular season game at that.
We lost our minds. And the tail was also dyed white and blue. I don't know if y'all
tail was white and blue on the horse.
Yeah. So, man, I'll give it to him though. Hey, at least he is Cowboys fandom through and through, but come on, man. Don't bring the horse in the Walmart. The Walmart's already as trashy as it is sometimes.
That is so true. Walmart is a wasteland at this point, sir.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my.
What I want to know is, how did he get the horse in a Walmart? Did he walk through the door off of the horse and then get on the horse? Because there's no way he's fit through the doors of a Walmart.
I think he had to walk the horse.
Bring the horse into Walmart too.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. He must either work there or know somebody that works there, and they probably brought him through receiving with the horse. Probably
they could be that way too.
I mean, because I don't know how you get the horse through the front door at a
not those opening those doors that open because that's like.
He knew somebody. Because there's no way somebody's going to be filming it and not telling him, hey, sir, you got to leave.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But either way, that's hilarious. Good for him.
That's wild.
Victor, this is why I hate the fact that you and Ben are Cowboys fans, because you all actually have the sense God gave a nap. There are people I have to share a fan base with, and that's one of them. I'm like, you're trying to get a store on horseback. What is wrong with you?
Literally losing our minds. And the dumbest part about this whole Cooper Rush thing is there's people on Twitter, social media, like, maybe we should think more about Cooper Rush. I'm like, are you serious?
I saw it, bro.
There's literally a debate. There's literally a debate with a certain part of the fan base deciding if we should bring Dak back when he's healthy.
Oh, listen, man.
This is Cooper Rush.
Wait, are they thinking
this is insane?
Are they thinking this is their 2001 season from the Patriots?
No,
are they really thinking that?
I've actually seen that too. This is Romo and Dak. That's what they're thinking.
Well, I mean, they had to think more successfully, though, sir.
Yeah, you're right.
But being the thing is, man, we had the same thing this offseason, right? All these people talking about, the Eagles maybe should start Minshew because Jalen Hurts can't throw. He's a running back and he can't do this, he can't do that, right? And it's like, you're not going to get a guy a second act. You're going to basically say your first real year as a starter, if you're not a complete quarterback, then we should throw you to the side. And in your case, you have a guy who's literally the best quarterback as of now in the division, and you're saying you should replace it with a guy that has been a career backup.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing. So in Michael Irvin's explanation of, I also introduced this to Ben. One of your how can I put this? One of your princes. the playmaker of the week for one of your princes happened to have been Cooper Rush on Tuesday, and is in his defense as to why he actually said, look at what he's had to overcome. He is the 8th best quarterback in the division, and I think he is the 64th best quarterback in the NFL.
Oh my God.
And he pulled off this feat. I'm like, get off the TV set.
Cooper Rush, I said this before. He is a backup for a reason.
Thank you.
If he could get a starting job, don't you think he would have got it already?
Right.
He's a backup for a reason. And if you want to talk about who was really the player of that game, it was obviously Parsons in that defense.
Right.
Cooper Rush did enough to win the game. He did have to make a couple throws, but that's what you have in a backup. That's why you have a quality backup and you don't have just somebody off the street, because you at least need the guy to make throws when the time matters. And that's the reason why they picked him over Will Greer.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're just going to gloss over the fact that Parsons in that game had 2 sacks and a whole horde of hurries.
Exactly.
We're just going to forget about that.
Yeah.
He had
nothing to do with that win. Yeah, it was all Cooper Rush.
Yeah, number 11 had nothing to do with it. It was number 10.
Cooper Rush, yeah.
I've just figured out at this point that Michael Irvin, when he first went on First Take, Stephen A. say, hey, this is what you got to do to be able to stay on TV. And he said, oh, okay. And he put it down in his notebook. And he's basically following the Stephen A. Skip Bayless blueprint. You just say all types of stuff that gets you in the news. And I mean, it's working. I'll give it to him. He's gonna have a job on ESPN for a long time.
Yeah.
The Nigger Night playbook.
Yes.
Victor Locke. He says, how bad is that? We're treating a win against the Bengals like we won a Super Bowl. Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And that was my question. That was my question on the Bengals this year.
Let's go, Wyatt.
Are they really that real? Or was that just a fluke last year?
Right. Wyatt Burgard, the co-host of the Eagles Elite podcast. How you doing, brother? He says, go Birds. And he says, Dallas should have never let Amari Cooper go. We saw that last night. And he was a beast against the Steelers last night. I agree with you there.
Hey, but Wyatt, they had to let him go because of what he said.
True.
Yeah, he said what he said to get himself out, and it worked.
Dak ain't nothing. Yeah, Dak ain't nothing, basically.
And we've learned very quickly That CD is not a number one. Not saying he can't be a number one.
CD ain't
Right,
even
He
close.
is nowhere near. He is
CD
nowhere
ain't
near
even
Amari
close.
Cooper.
He ain't even close to being number one right now.
But the thing, y'all gave up a lot for Amari.
Sure
right?
did.
Yeah.
And
Sure
what did
did.
y'all give in return for him?
Fifth.
Yeah,
Sixth,
I
fifth.
thought it was a fourth. I thought it was a fourth or fifth or fifth and sixth. I can't remember, but it was.
It wasn't what you gave up.
It obviously didn't matter what we got because it didn't help us.
And this is why I have a whole lot of respect for Ben, because he does not sugarcoat anything about the Cowboys. I love that about you.
I ain't got no time to sugarcoat these boys.
I will always love that about you, man. Oh, and speaking of Negro Night, the playmaker. Just wait. Be patient. They will not let you down. And I'll complete it. What can go wrong will go wrong.
That dude makes a career during the football season out of anything negative that happens to the Cowboys.
Yep.
But
there's guaranteed there's gonna be a video. If the Cowboys lose,
yes,
there's gonna be a video of whoever that person is panning over to him, dying laughing every single time we lose at it.
And it's gonna go viral.
And it's gonna go viral.
You win when you go on either side of the Cowboys you're on, you're gonna win in media.
That's true. That's true.
But the funny thing is though, he's gotten to the point where he now is the go-to guy for whenever the Cowboys do tank, because unfortunately with the rest of his stuff you almost have to take with a grain of salt. But he actually is entertaining when he does that.
Yeah, and he doesn't even talk. He doesn't even talk. They just pan the camera over to him and he talks.
Right.
He doesn't even talk.
Like, oh gosh. But when the Cowboys were eliminated in January, it was hilarious how he got a picture of Cowboys fans in that stadium when they were looking at that loss to the 49ers. He was having a ball. I'm like, wow, why can't you be that entertaining with other things you talk about? But here you're dropping gold here. I don't understand it. And it wasn't even the fact he was calling a Cowboys fan. It was just the fact that he seemed engaged and he actually seemed entertaining, instead of just like you look at him and say, why are you talking outside of your mouth? Six says, did Michael Irvin claim that Lil Nas X was shooting a video for Old Town Road remix inside that Walmart? Andrew says this is too good. Laughing emoji. Oh gosh,
it's crazy, man.
He says that I agree with Ben. You talking about not sugarcoating stuff for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then that,
go ahead.
Negro Night, yes. A funny part about the Bengals game is if you seen the quote, La'el Collins was like, "Yeah, you got your bodyguard here now."
Your bodyguard, yes.
Yeah, La'el, sure. Yeah,
if that's his bodyguard, then he in more trouble than we thought.
Right, you need to fire that guy.
If that's his bodyguard, well, I'd fire the firm.
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh! I was wondering why. I was wondering why La'el, was so glad one to get off the Cowboys, but I guess he just simply couldn't play his way onto the squad. And now he's finding his way not to play on to a second one. All right. Are you proud of Ben? Are you proud of, or do you think that this is just a residual effect of one Michael Parsons of your defensive line in that game Sunday? Because the Cowboys did end up with 6 sacks all total.
Yeah, they were all over Burrow really the entire game. But I think with the point on La'el, I think he fell in the draft. They were able to pick him up. It was kind of it got him on a cheap deal, and I think he wanted more. And obviously, the Cowboys don't like paying more money for people. And it did work out. But I think that defensive line and that front is really the vocal point of this team now, because you're not running the ball a lot. And so the defense, and even going into this game, the defense and that pass rush is going to have to win the game. We don't have a offense that's really going to I don't think is going to put up major points. So that's a huge point that defense.
Yeah. And I believe that going forward, if the Cowboys are actually going to make noise, it's going to have to be there because the offensive line to me is up and down, and I think that I can't say they're atrocious, but they're just not great.
Yeah,
and I think they're not great because they really are playing out of sorts. You know, they're so coached up to pass block that they forgot that they're a run block line. They just totally forget that. And then when they have to run block, you know, it's either they miss assignments, or when they actually get the assignments, you have the one that Jarrell actually did pay money. Dude's acting like he's Trenton Richards in the backfield. You know, so
I'm Trenton Richardson. Don't do that. The one that's playing in the Mexican Football League right now.
Yes.
But I'll say this on the O line because I was listening to the fan here in Dallas, and so they signed Jason Peters, which they may be possibly using him. I think really this line has not recuperated from those early Zeke days when they had that built up line, which were all young guys at that point. They had Tyron, they had Travis Frederick, they had Zach Martin, they had Doug Free, and then the guy that ended up going to the Broncos. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but you know, they had that line, and everyone thinks that they still have that line. They don't.
No,
they have to really piece this thing together. Travis Frederick retired, so the center that they have now is average. They think he's going to be a Travis Frederick, but he's not necessarily there. But they do have Peters. I think Tyler Smith has been playing above average. If you look at his Pro Football Focus, his score is pretty high. And then they're deciding what they're going to do with how they're going to mix this line up because they got a mixed bag, basically. So it's kind of a good and a bad that you got Jason Peters in the building because he's speaking in Tyler Smith's ear, giving him some tips and helping him. But where will he play on the line whenever he's ready?
He's like 90 years old in football years.
Hey, he's 40,
he's ancient. Yes, he's ancient.
He's up there.
But if you can be a player coach and help out Tyler Smith, and you can give us some run before he ends up getting injured, because you're 40 years old, it's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's a win signing for me.
Shit, I get hurt just coming out the bed.
Hey man, sometimes you can roll over the wrong way and get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you hit 40, once you hit 40, like you roll over the wrong way and it's like, oh man, I pulled a hamstring.
All right. Sort of to give a slight preview to your program in NFC Beast. The Cowboys will be traveling to the Meadowlands against the Giants on Monday night. What do you think the Cowboys need to do in order to get a victory in MetLife Stadium, Ben?
Obviously, defense. You're gonna have to be on Daniel Jones's head all night, and you're gonna have to stop Saquon, which that's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah.
And you cannot make offensive mistakes. That's one thing I will say about Cooper Rush. He didn't make mistakes because it could have went the other direction if he would have threw a couple picks, if he would have had a fumble. So I think obviously not making mistakes with Cooper Rush, getting the run game going early, and Cooper Rush just benefiting off of that run game. And defense, we're gonna have to duplicate what we did with the Bengals. We're gonna have to get upwards of 4+ sacks, I believe, in order for us to be successful.
Victor actually says pray.
Pray. We gotta pray to make
it. Thank you, Hammer. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll throw the question to you, Wise. How did the Giants successfully defend home turf against the Cowboys Monday night?
Oh, putting pressure on Cooper Rush. Putting pressure on that boy. Listen, we haven't had out, like I said, we've won these 2 games without our pass rush. If Kayvon and Aziz can come and put pressure on Cooper Rush and make him make mistakes, that's big. Like Ben pointed out, if we can make him make mistakes and our defense can play like it's been playing, We can take this victory again. It's make Cooper Rush beat us. Like,
yeah,
load up that box because we already know they're not going to run the rock. We know Mike McCarthy's not going to run the rock. Just go after him. Yo, Wink, go after him. Just wink, just go after him. That's it.
Oh Lord, not go overboard on the defensive coordinator's name. Wink, wink.
Yeah, wink. Go after that.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. All right, Ben. So if there is a weakness that the Giants can exploit on the Cowboys, what would that be?
That weakness, I would say, is the interior part of that line, which I think they could definitely exploit that. And quarterback is a weakness because he's not obviously the starter, and he has not played against the Giants or started against the Giants ever. So he is another weakness.
Yeah, well said, and I agree. I agree with all those points, Ben. Wise.
What
if the Giants have a weakness the Cowboys can exploit? What would that be?
Oh man, Daniel Jones right now. Like, he's the key. Listen, he is the key. If he turns the ball over, we might as well just kiss the game goodbye. I'm saying, if they could get to Daniel Jones, make him fumble, because we already know he got that fumbleitis. He don't hold on to the ball when he gets hit, and not make stupid picks like in the end zone. If they could get him to do that, listen, I'm just scared of Micah Parsons, man. If we could just chip him, like whatever, just make sure he don't hit Danny so many times, then we good.
We just need Micah to get around that edge and use his inner Von Miller and just tap that ball out as many times as possible.
Because this boy listen. He fumbles. He fumbles.
Yes,
and that's why he's called. That's why his nickname is Danny Dimes, because he's
don't even say that, man. That name is not allowed. You cannot call him that name. He does not deserve that name.
You can only call him Danny Pennies.
Yeah, I'll take Danny Pennies. I'll take Danny Pennies for sure.
He's dropping dimes on the ground. That's what he's doing. That's why that's his nickname.
Dropping dimes on the ground. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a gem and a half.
Cool,
oh man, I know you got to go, Ben. I wish I could talk to you longer. But where can the good people find you, sir?
Oh yeah. At BS3 Network, all avenues of social media. BS3 TV Live. If you don't have a Roku TV or device, if you do, download BS3 TV, and that's where you can find us. And as we always do on Friday, 2 p.m. Revelations on BS3 TV, and 10 p.m. the one and only Poppy J and Wise. And tomorrow, tune into the NFC Beast. We got another great show on tap for you guys.
Yes. Sir. Yeah, I look forward to seeing all of that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the owner, the manipulator, the operator of BS3 Network, and a Cowboys fan, and I really feel for his heart, because I think his blood pressure will be shooting through the roof.
I got to take an extra pill.
But a wonderful human being, and I will always stress that. Ben Southern III, man, thank you as always, brother. I appreciate you and love you.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one, guys.
You too, man.
You too, man.
Again, that's Ben Southern III. And Sam, I know that you have to run, so where can people find you, sir?
You can catch us on Shady Sports Network on YouTube, also shadysportsnetwork.com. Got a couple writers working on the website now, so weekly power rankings and predictions coming out about the NFL and the CFL every week.
All right. And you definitely can catch him here every Friday, 8:35 p.m. a.m. Eastern. And you also catch him as one part of the NFC Beast on Saturday as well. That is Sam Shady of the Shady Sports Network. As always, we appreciate you, man, and have a wonderful week and weekend.
Go Eagles.
You as well. See you next week.
See you, man.
Whatever.
Why is we not even playing each other this week, man?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, y'all better win. Y'all better win.
Hey,
they got Washington. You got Washington this week.
Hey, I'm gonna be there giving them everything I can, bro.
It should be a W because it's Carson Wentz.
Hey, I'm gonna be there giving them everything I can, bro.
Oh Lord, have mercy! You all are fools.
But yeah, it's Carson Wentz. I mean, he gonna give you two. He gonna give you two. We gotta capitalize.
Okay. All right. Now, in about less than 10 minutes, we're going to have this show go completely off the rails because Into the Boom Shakalaka will arrive.
That's the fun time.
Yes, and it's the fun time of the week for me. But I might as well throw this softball question at you, Cool. I know the reason and as to this, but those out there might not. Why do you have such a, what's the word I want to use? A huge distaste in your mouth for one Carson Wentz?
Well, I would be more than happy to eloquate that in the words for you, sir. So Carson Wentz was drafted by the Eagles. Had to end up playing earlier than anticipated because we made the trade of Sam Bradford.
Right.
I'd see videos of him, in practice, talking to the coach and stuff. He's talking about hunting, eating deer steaks, getting home, playing with his dogs. But there was never conversations about football. There was never any leakage of Wentz is in the film room putting in extra work. He's in the weight room. He's out there with the receivers after practice, an extra hour or two trying to build that camaraderie. No, it was practice and him trying to get home to whatever else he got going on outside of football. Right. So he had a good year, second year. So I'm like, okay, until he got hurt. So I'm like, all right, maybe this is working for him. But then after the second year, we go into, the third year. We won the Super Bowl in 2017. And for lack of a better word, the butthurtness inside him for not being the guy to win the Super Bowl started to eat away at his confidence, his ability to be a leader on the team, and his likability to his teammates. There's been talk, and everybody knows there was a divide after the Super Bowl year. A lot of people liked Foles better. And that, bothered Wentz. Instead of saying, I'm going to go back out there and win this team back over because this is my team, he's slamming Hamilton on the sideline, face red, dragging out his mouth, he slapping it behind his face mask mad. Is that the kind of emotions that you really want to see from a guy that's supposed to be your starting quarterback? But as a fan base, for the most part, we stuck behind him because he was our QB1. We go into the next year, we draft Jalen Hurts. Instead of taking that as, okay, instead of having another backup that's, a guy that could possibly take my position and make people give me a headache and all that, we bring in a young guy that plays a similar style. Another quarterback that's a runner that has some throwing ability as well, but obviously needs to work. So he's not an immediate threat to you. But that did not happen in the mind of Sir Softness himself, the Carson commander. In his mind, it's competition. And some people just don't have the testicular fortitude to handle competition.
Yeah, that's true.
Talent-wise, Carson Wentz is a great quarterback. But this is his problem. This has been his problem. Then you come to my team's executives and say, I want out. We just paid you a whole bunch of money that we didn't have to pay you. And now you want out? Okay, that's cool. Get.
Not get.
And what did they do? They got him up out of there.
Got him out. Yeah, got him out of there.
And then we went with Hurts, who took us to the playoffs. You go on to Indianapolis. You have you like Two-Face. You do one interview and you're like, the Eagles was this, the Eagles was that, this problem, that problem. You got all that going on. You go to the next interview and you're like, oh, my time in Philadelphia was great. I cherished it. I appreciate it, whatever. That's a lie. You said the truth at first. When you said, you had problems with the organization, whatever. That's all fine and good. But you quit on the team. And honestly, a fan base and a team stood behind you through a trash year for you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, 2 trash years for you.
Yeah.
And what do we get back in return? We pay you when you don't deserve it. And what do we get back in return? A petulant child at quarterback. So now that you're gone, you're proving to everybody that it wasn't the Eagles, that it was you. Because Indianapolis, you were so bad there in the locker room and on the field when you were needed that they said, hey, we made a mistake. We should have never brought that dude in. So that's my problem with you. You're soft as Charmin mentally, as Wyatt said. That's my problem with you. And there's nothing you can do about that because you can't change that you're soft mentally.
See, I couldn't elocute that. Not nearly as well as you did, Cool, because I've always wanted you to actually go off like you just did on Carson Wentz, because I would see him take pot shots at him at every single turn. I'm like, yeah, one day I'm just going to throw this softball question at him and let him go for it. You did disappoint.
That was slow pitch softball too.
Yeah, very slow pitch softball. I grooved that thing so slow that it was slow motion to you.
It really was.
Oh my, yes. It is Friday. It is 9:30 Eastern. You already know what time it is. I'm about to hit that button. It's go time.
Don't soil this program by putting crap on it. Joe Buck, I cannot take him. I just no dice. I'm glad Carlos Boozer finally took the kiwi off his face. It should be on your shoes, not your face. It's kiwi shoe polish, for God's sake. LeBron should come clean about his age. I wish, baby Jesus, that I had alcohol in this container, because I need some after watching Screaming Nate Smith.
Baby Jesus? Really?
6 pounds, 7 ounces. Go tell 5 of your friends and 8 of your enemies that Chris Bates will be in the air.
Way to go, Sammy! It's Chris Bates as we enter the Boom Shakalaka. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, always great to be amongst the brethren. Special shout out, of course, to Rain Man.
Yes.
And I know he's doing what he can, and I'm always wishing him well on his road to recovery. Once again, I feel like the Black Romper Room. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Good morning to the Equalizer, Cole Johnson. Good morning to Wise All. And good to see my man, Cool, nickname Cool Breeze. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, man? Hey, man, I got to admit, the biggest motivation to get on the show today was to do this segment with you, Brad.
Thank you.
Yes, this is the one.
Everyone looks forward to being on with Base.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
So a little inside baseball. A lot of the clips that you hear in the Base intro, it was done the last time Cool actually was sitting with me doing this segment. So a lot of the giggles that you hear, a lot of the chortles you hear, that's Cool. And I don't blame you, because I was chortling along with it.
Real talk, man.
Oh, real talk. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. You guys make the 1/4 of my Native American heart soar when I hear that type of thing. So thank you so much.
So, Base, right? The other day I checked out the show, and I saw the intro. Straight fire. And so I had to send my man a message. Had to send my man a message, because then I go and I see the Eagle Elite podcast. Their intro, straight fire. Yeah, Cool. You can smile, Cool.
Hey,
you can smile. Say straight fire, straight fire. I was like, yo, this mofo is just killing it. He's just everybody has a Cole intro right now. Everyone.
I'm going back to Cole, man. I'm going to have to ask you for an outro now, because your intro is so tough. I gotta close it out with something else well to bookend the whole thing. So you want to talk off mic. I'm going to have to need an outro for 2 of my shows, Doc. So.
Man, I don't even want to be greedy and ask for an outro.
I'm going to be greedy and ask for it. Ain't no shame in my game, man. I'm going to ask. I'll ask you right now. Look, we'll talk off the mic and everything else, man. Right. So I'm going to need 2 outros, man, for my Wednesday show and my Friday show, Doc.
Yo, when I see, it's like he jumps, when he does an intro for somebody, it's like he jumps into their brain. He knows what this person wants or what this person is about. And he just creates the intro for that person that's just straight fire. Like when I saw your baseline, I was like,
yeah,
yo.
Yeah,
like, what the hell is he doing?
Now for the baseline one, I did say to him, and we talked about before, I've always loved comic books while I was coming up, Marvel in particular coming up. And since the Marvel Cinematic Universe came out, these great themes and the orchestra and the strings and everything, I said, I want the baseline program to come in like a Marvel movie.
That's all he said. That's all he said.
And he came in with straight fire.
Yeah.
Because I had missed the beginning. So when I went back, because I heard you talk about it, I was like, let me see what the base is talking about. And I see this and I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta send Cole a message.
and the message he sent me was, man, I just saw the intro to Baseline. And he sent me literally, no joke, about 15 fire emojis.
Still straight fire.
I haven't seen it yet, but I will be checking it out.
Oh man, thank you. And then the Wednesday show I do CBI Chris-based interviews. I received a lot of positive, and I do mean positive feedback for the Wednesday show and the Friday show. So Cole, you deserve all of that, man. And once again, it's one of those things where
you
recognize talent, and you have a talent for that, brother. So thank you so much. And I will be contacting you.
Now, Cole, man, it's not even that he's like a beast. Cole is a monster. He's almost a demon at creating these intros and outros, bro. Y'all just don't understand.
Yeah, he's his own person. I mean, he's his own lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're your own lane, Doc.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. The way I do it is I just want to dive into whatever is the creative person. I don't want to just throw stuff up there and say, oh, I got a busy bed. Okay, I have the title and I have the logo and that's it. No, I want to find out, okay, so what is this creator about and what is this show about? Because each show has its own footprint and each creator has their own footprint. So it's like, all right, let me dive in real quick. So, I knew with, even with base with your two shows, I definitely wanted Baseline and CBI to be totally different.
And they are. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the tone for the whole thing, brother. You were lights out.
Thank you. Yeah, and of course with Eagles Elite, I've watched about 4 different shows just to get the feel of what you and Wyatt are about. And like, okay, I think I got it. And it took a minute, but I was like, I think I got it.
No, listen, when I saw that, when I saw the Eagles Elite, I'm like, damn, I'm not even an Eagles fan. I like this shit.
And I had two Commanders fans that was watching the show. Because the Commanders was like, that is fire, bro. I'm like,
so that's what I'm saying. I'm not even an Eagles fan, and I'm liking this shit, man. Like, damn.
Oh man, and it was to the point where Wise has a really good intro for his Papa J and Wise show.
Oh shit! I was like,
a really good one. But he came to me. He came to me yesterday on air, and he says, "All right, so Cole, I've been seeing these fire intros. Like I told you about Baseline. I saw Eagles Elite's intro, bro.
I need an intro."
I said, "All right." I said, "I know I'm gonna do a commercial for you, but you want an intro?" He says, "Yeah, I want it." And then Brian was saying, he says, "No, listen to what Brian's saying." And Brian actually at that time was saying, "Yes, Wise wants an intro." I'm like, okay.
Amazing, absolutely amazing, bro. You deserve all the praise, man, because it's one of those things where, again, and I know people who do this type of work that you do, but it's something special when you run to somebody who is born to do it. It's a whole different mentality when you see people who do it technical, but some people just like these people get inside the brain and they're able to navigate and pull out that type of creativity and to set the tone for said show.
Right.
And the thing is like he jumps into everybody's brain. It's like he goes into that person, whoever he's working with, he goes into that person's brain.
I'm surprised he got out of my brain. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, I have no exit sign in my skull.
So yeah. I mean, but that's how I was thinking. Like with CBI, I was like, all right, I know that with that one, I had to come with the feel of I wanted to be like, things that you normally see with magazine, TV shows, and interviews, but do it with the flair that Chris Bass has. So I was like, okay, I think I got I got to marry some images, and I got to find the right music bed for it.
You did.
Yep. And that was fine. And as soon as you said MCU, I am automatically said, okay, I got to find orchestration. Immediately as you said that was the first thing I thought. And so I laid it out. I was like, okay, let me see if I could do. At first, I was going to go straight comic, straight comics with it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go there. And so when I saw the right bed of a whole ton of images that just flashes of things that he talks about on the show,
it was fire.
That's like, okay, that's how I'm going. That's how I rolled with that one. With Eagles Elite, I wanted it to be an experience that if you're an Eagles fan, it is like a celebration. That last bit that you hear from Merrill before you go into the meat of the show, it basically is sort of like you said, it sort of is the tone setter. Eagles fans, this is for you. This is let the celebration begin. I did that on purpose because I want that to be a celebration for Eagles fans.
I just have to say, man, all he asked me was, who else be on the show, and how long do you want it? That's all he asked me.
He didn't even ask me that. He sent me mine yesterday. The wife had a comment that she made. I pointed it out to him. He went back and fixed it. So I haven't seen the updated version, but it was already straight fire. So today you will be seeing the new intro to the Poppy J and Y's on the show because my man's a genius. He's just laying fire everywhere.
Yeah, so I just wanted to drop one more thing real quick.
Shoot.
On Saturday, tune in to NFC Beast. That's all I'm gonna say. The intro and outro
you better not play
are fire. Trust me.
You did an NFC Beast for outro? You gonna keep quiet now? Okay.
The intro and outro you're gonna want to see. The intro and outro you're gonna want to see on Saturday. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say.
Ooh wee.
Look, man. You all are cool brothers, man, and I just want your stuff to shine. And if it's anything that I could do to make it shine further, man, it's my joy to do it.
You doing it, brother. You doing it.
Yeah,
you definitely appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate it.
He done did it in 3D, brother. So thank you so much.
I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you, man.
Man, it's all love. And speaking of non-love,
what's on your mind, brother?
Well, let me get this out the way before I get into the other stuff I want to talk about. So, as you all unfortunately know, I have a person who shall not be named that's on my show who also tells me to start my show over.
Oh, he's back?
He's back saying it?
I buried him.
Buried it.
Yeah, I had the funeral a few weeks ago on the program. So he resurrected his own Negro Yaz. And now he asked me to begin the program at 4:00 Central Time. So it's the same thing. Negro, nobody's stupid around here.
You moved it earlier. Oh no.
And so this type of thing bothers me. And the older I get, I have no more patience whatsoever. So as we all know, being on social media, we put our stuff out there for promos and what I call show promos, tune in and my man Cool just talked about upcoming program, but things of that nature. So on social media, you get what? Notifications.
Right.
This jackass says to me, it's too early for notifications. There is no time on notifications. And if you don't like it, cut it off. I don't know how to do that. That's why you're stupid. That's exactly why.
Yeah, I remember I was watching Chris Bay's show one Friday. So dude gets on 45 minutes into the show talking about start the show over. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he does. He did it. He would do it all the time. It's something. This is something that's part of the show.
It's look, man. I can't take no more ignorance. I can't. Okay? I'm gonna read this crap verbatim. I'm like misquoting ignorant people. So hold on here. Let me find this crap.
Victor says, "Who was the necromancer that resurrected this person?"
Right. So about 2 hours ago, I posted my baseline promo on Facebook, show promo.
Okay.
This fool says too early.
Good Lord.
Too early, and I'll be there.
It's always the one you be like, you ain't gotta go. That's always the one, right?
It's funny. It's funny that he goes, it's too early, and I'll be there.
Right. And then my response was, do you realize you're the only one that mentioned my notifications being too early? And I'll see you then.
Oh Lord.
Now let's back up the truck for one moment here.
Oh Lord.
Just cut off the notification.
Right.
That's it. The sun will still be shining.
Right.
The grass will be green.
Mm-hmm.
The Negroes be out Negroing. It's going to be okay.
You ain't never lied there.
The hooker horses to be out there, right?
Exactly. Look, just do it. Oh, I can't do it. Again, it's just
the hooker horse be out. Hooker whore. And the horse be out.
Always. The hooker horse is always out. No breaks.
Let me
no
start
days
with
off.
him, man. Hold on a second.
Ryan? Really?
No,
Well,
he was joking. He was joking.
No,
It was
not
joking.
Mumbra.
It was a joke.
Not Mumra.
He didn't mean that, right?
Not Mumbra. Please don't put Mumbra in this conversation.
Victor.
Because the only thing cool about Mumbra did have a nice hooded red cape.
I think that's being disrespectful to Mumra.
Yeah, it is. That's an insult to Mumra. I like Mumra.
I think that's being disrespectful to
Victor
Mumra.
says no. Put Mummer back in this case. We got problems with Uncle Foot here.
Man, look. Now the rate that's going in the city right now, I'll take Mumber over the Foot any day.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I would. Because Mumber. Look, because Mumber, like I'm, watching the Thundercats. Mumber's all of what 4'9", if that.
Yeah,
wrapped up in all that bandage and everything, and got that. Take this messed up body and turn into Mumber and turn to like 6'8", 300 solid.
He look like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, shoot, I'll take Mumber.
Oh Lord, Ryan says. All right, serious question: who was the better cartoon villain, Mumra or Skeletor?
That's a good one. Good question.
I gotta go with Skeletor.
I would go with Mumra.
I go with Skeletor if I got to pick the two. Skeletor had more one-liners for me.
True.
I think I definitely think slight edge. I gotta go Skeletor. Slight edge.
Yeah.
It's hard though. It's hard.
It really is.
It's real hard because I like both villains.
Thundercats to me, Thundercats were my favorite. I love He-Man, but Thundercats to me was my favorite cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I had to go with Mumra.
Well, He-Man, of course, for the humor factor, how can you not know it's him? Because, dude, he just has a tan.
Same way we don't know Clark Kent, Superman.
Yeah.
At least he put glasses on though. Like
seriously,
He-Man doesn't
get away with the glasses a little bit.
He-Man does nothing. He just
But
takes
this
his tan
dude
off.
has contacts on, blonde hair. He's jacked up. He's been taking the roid, the super juice and everything else.
Word.
Before
Prince Adam is
right.
jacked up. Prince
Right,
Adam
he's
is
jacked up. Just because he changed his voice and
got
his
a
tail,
tan.
right, and then turns to He-Man, he's tan.
Yeah,
that's the difference. True. Yeah, he's a Latino when he turns to
right.
He-Man.
The only thing missing was I am the Negro. I mean, he should have said that when he changed over because he did turn a little dark there.
Yeah, well, no one would watch no one would have watched the cartoon after that, though. Victor says I'm on Team Mumra, and he agrees with G Wise in saying that Thundercats is his favorite cartoon of all time.
My favorite to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. Is what I'm saying.
No,
like,
I'm with Cool.
There is no bad choice.
I'm with Cool.
Now,
and Ryan says that Mumra was more sinister, but Skeletor had more better insults.
I go along with that.
Time we got through in Voltron. That's what I'm saying. Voltron's all the time. We got through in Voltron.
Oh, throw it in. Throw it in. Throw it in. That's one of my That's one of my favorite cartoons of all time, bro. Throw it in. Please.
I'm like everybody else on the panel here. I try to watch these sports programs and help me out with this. So on FS1, Fox Sports 1, Undisputed with Skip and Shannon, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp.
Right.
Is it just me? Or does it sound like Shannon, when he talks to Skip, he wants his approval? I could be wrong. But that's how it comes off.
No, it's not just you.
Okay, thank you.
Agree. I agree. Yeah.
It's not that serious.
It's like, even if he disagrees completely with Skip, he wants Skip to be like, okay, I see what you're saying, Shannon. Like, every time.
Yeah.
And Skip's over there taking a dump. He gets to a point where he's just like, hey, man, I got the pens on. I gotta go. I gotta do 1, 2, and 3.
Skip does better if there is somebody who vehemently disagrees with him and could care less if there's any issue with whatever the disagreement is and how it comes across.
To me,
Skip loses his fire a little bit because Shannon is a little more, I had to say it, he's a little more giving towards Skip's emotions. I'm sorry, Wise. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Wise.
All right. So Shannon comes from a very poor upbringing. Like, we heard his story about all the kids in his family and all that. But to me, he's acting a little bit too bougie now. Like, to me, he's no longer he's not that humble Shannon anymore. He's a little bit full of himself.
What did it for me, and real talk, and we as people of color gotta be careful of stereotypes.
Right.
This dude broke out a Black and Mild.
Thank you.
And some yak and was smoking it, and I was outdone.
Yes,
and
that's when I was done too. Yes.
Yeah, because I can't ride with that, man. This is why I said for years that we need our own broadcasting, our own publishing, our own everything. We should be able to control our own images and not let somebody else do it. And when I saw that, don't get me wrong, I'm very sensitive to what he's gone through. He was going through cancer. I read about that as well. So peace to the brother. I hope God continues to heal him. But you should learn from mistakes like that. And that type of thing is just, it's hard to forgive as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I try to watch the brother. I just get tired of this. I want you, meaning Skip, to endorse what I'm saying and everything I say, I want you to co-sign. It comes off like that sometimes, and it's disturbing. That's why it's hard for me to watch these shows. One person reached out to me, is like, you talk about Screaming Nate Smith. Oh, how can you just stop watching the show? I don't stop watching ESPN because I like sports. I don't care for Screaming Nate Smith, but I like other panelists that appear on the show. So I more watch for the panelists than his ass. So that's pretty much how that goes down.
Right. And you should. I mean, because that's why all these shows have different panelists on, because they figure, okay, we got to hook different viewers onto the program, because they know not everybody is watching for Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
Absolutely.
They know that. Some are. They know that some aren't. They know that some would rather someone who will be able to more intelligently and intellectually and a lot calmer break down what they've seen. So yeah, of course, yeah, and you're supposed to do that. So when someone challenges you on that, I laugh at that too. I'm like,
that's amazing. And on a personal note, where I live at here, about sometime last year, I ordered some Uber Eats, so I go to the front door and wait for the delivery person to show up. And then there were some packages in the hallway there before the entrance door. And so when my neighbors who lives across me came out, and he said to me, asked me, did a delivery person come by? I said, no, I'm just sitting here waiting for my delivery of Uber Eats. So there's a package on the floor. He texts him out. It doesn't belong to him. Then goes back. So before that, you see neighbor, give him the head nod, how you doing, good morning, everything else. Since that night, he looks at me like I'm short.
Oh no!
Like I didn't do anything. I think he thinks I stole his package.
Oh, good Lord!
And he don't know me from a can of paint. But bro, I don't steal. I don't like when people steal from me. You want to get on my bad side real quick, steal something from me and see what happens. I hate a thief, and I've always hated thief. I've always been like that. But for the fact that you're not even human enough to ask me the question about, look, man, I don't mean no disrespect, but I think you stole my pack. And I would have told him that I did not steal anything. He could take it for what it's worth, but just to go on what he believes. Because there was this day, we were cool, we didn't hang out nothing like that. Just a good, hey, how you doing, bro? how's your day? Blah, blah, we keep it moving. But the fact that I believe he thinks I stole his package, it's not that serious. It really isn't. And that's what, look, as people already, we have enough division in our system to begin with. And now you're adding on to it. I don't look, dude, it's bothersome. The older I get, I realize with certain people, we just ain't going to make it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We attack each other so quickly. And that's another reason that I don't really like Shannon Sharpe is because there was a point where Richard Jefferson said he just wants to talk basketball. His lane is basketball. That's the lane he chooses to be in. And Shannon Sharpe dogged him for it. Like, no, you need to be versatile. You need to be like me. You need to. Well, he doesn't want to be like you.
Right.
He wants to be in his lane. He wants to talk about what he knows, which is basketball.
Right.
He don't care about football. He don't care about baseball. That's not what he plays. That's not what he loves.
Look, if you want to do Club Shay Shay, go right ahead. I do believe the name of the club is very suspect, but that's just me.
I wasn't trying to think that. All this while.
To each their own. I would not go into a club named Club Shay Shay. I would stay away from it. Now, unless a friend of mine said, let's go check it out, and I'm with that person, I know where the exit sign is. I mean, okay, I'll know where I get it. But yeah, other than that, no, I would not go to a Club Shay Shay. I'm sorry. God bless his ministries, but no.
All I'm going to say about Shannon Sharpe is I don't really hear too much about him and the female persuasions.
Okay, well,
wow, we going there.
that's all I got to say.
I think he at one time was trying to get at Nicole Murphy, I think.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. I remember that.
Could have been off for show though.
True. But I mean, hey, if he swings,
that's good for him.
I'm sorry, I'm about to say wise. If he swings like bronsexual, so be it. I mean, hey. I mean, if he grabs on joysticks, hey, more power to him.
We don't hate on that.
No. That's him. That's him. I know there's none of us on here.
Him. I'm just saying, you have Club Shay Shay, and we don't hear a lot about you with women. So,
Vic, no, don't go to Club Shay Shay. You may find a man that calls himself delicious there. Vic, oh man, that's the mic drop of the week with that one.
He said delicious.
That's damn, this is a shame.
Oh my God! You see what you do? You see what you do, Bass?
Ain't got nothing to do with me. Vic was a nut before I met him.
And I know you know.
Yeah.
I think you've been boys with Brian a long time. And of course, I know you know that they've been boys for a while, so you definitely know. Oh my gosh! But still, though. But look,
no coaxing from me, man. He's on his own straitjacket.
Straitjacket or not, this is a find the lie comment.
Yeah. Ooh wee.
Oh my gosh! All right.
God damn you, Lum. He's right.
It's a find the lie comment. I mean, it's like,
yeah,
you're right. You might. Oh Lord, 6 says, I've got OCD. If I'm at Club Shay Shay, I'm definitely wearing a hazmat suit.
Also bring those like ultra lights with you. You know, see people when they go to like the
you never know
hotel motels, holidays in. Yeah,
you probably don't want that light. You should
you
just
run for your life.
Away. You just probably just stay away. That's probably
you run for your life at that point.
So is that where Robert Kelly got his idea for Honey Love? No,
I don't know. I went to school with him. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait.
Hold on.
You mean to tell me there is a topic that is too far for Chris Bass to go down? We have found your kryptonite?
Yo.
Robert Kelly. Okay, that's a good thing to know.
So here in Chicago, we have Kenwood Academy, it was a high school, and that's when I met Robert at the time, but the strange things was nobody saw him in class. I mean, you see Robert in class? No. Biology? Nope. Science? Nope. He was never in class. He was always playing basketball or in the music room.
Right.
And the times I would see him, say at the ballpark playing ball or at the gym playing ball, so that was about it. And that's all he did. I mean, no offense to brother. I mean, nobody saw him. I never anybody I knew went to class, never saw him in class.
Why am I not surprised?
But it does make sense, down the road. And I'll have to go into another time, probably next week. I was almost hired to be part of R. Kelly's security back in the day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
I got to remember that.
Yeah. I'll save it for next week. Yeah, that's what they call a cliffhanger. So I'll save it for next week. Yeah, I dodged a bullet that day, man.
As opposed to dodging many things other than just bullets. Okay, gotcha.
It's disgusting, but yeah.
Six says Chris Bass almost security.
I can see it though. I can see it.
Yeah,
I can too. I can.
Yeah, it was well, just to give an insight, it was the 10-year anniversary because my wife was older than me by older than me, but she graduated the year before I did, and so I knew we all knew the same people in high school. So it was a 10-year anniversary for her, and of course I went with her obviously because we're family. It's the whole weekend where you go party and all the type of stuff. Then Sunday was the cookout. So she ran to a guy that went to school with us, who knew me, remember me. I know who the hell he was. It's been 10 years, for God's sake. And he said he was in charge of R. Kelly security. I just been fired from a radio station, needed the job. And that's how the whole thing started.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you've piqued Six's curiosity. Says, how big are you?
What question are you referring to in particular?
See?
Because we don't talk about settlement. We don't talk about on this program.
See?
No, we don't do things like that.
See? All I got to do is just throw it up there.
Oh, man. That was another slow pitch softball.
That's what I'm saying. I just throw slow pitch softball.
He kind of set himself up for that one. So yeah, he did. Dude. Like, I'm like,
oh my gosh. But I think Sick is trying to say, I know that Snowman is 6'5".
Yeah, I'm 6 feet. So I'm 6 feet. About height and weight. Okay, yeah, clarify. Yeah, so height and weight. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Yeah, man. Yeah. So at the time,
my bad.
See, 6 feet. Oh, that's no problem. I mean, these things happen. So 6 feet at the time, I was about 280.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're the same height for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Because I'm 6 feet as well. What's up, AB Media 83? Man, it's good to see you again.
What up, baby?
Again. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me channel something. Oh, Andrew says, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
Ryan says, "That's a topic for a Snowman after dark."
Well, if we talk about parts of the anatomy, yeah, because if I did show everybody, the room would get dark. So that's a whole different conversation altogether.
Oh, we definitely off the rails now.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh Lord! And I hate to actually end this now, but unfortunately, we have come to the end of this wonderful segment because I want this to continue onward. If I could, the rest of this week, I would love to do that. But where can people find you, Mr. Bass?
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, and thank you to the crew. Thank you to Cool, and thank you to Wise All. Catch me. The best thing to do is go to facebook.com and type in Chris Bass, CHRIS, B as in broadcasting, ASE. You'll find me with a nice fedora hat on and sunglasses. Look mighty dapper and debonair, to say so myself. click friends, and we can be friends. To catch my social media programs Wednesday through Friday. Please, and I implore all of you to tell 5 of your friends and 8 of your enemies that Chris Bass will be in the air.
Of all the things you say, that's the one statement I love the most.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, man. Street News Now, Chris Bass interviews, and Baseline, the one and only Chris Bass.
Thank you, brothers.
Boom Shakalaka, and we thank you for everything you do, and we look forward to this next week, and we'll tune into, of course, Baseline later on today.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you guys have time, call in. Love to acknowledge you, get a chance to cross promote, and we'll make it do what it do.
Definitely. I will be calling in since he said call in. So,
please do, absolutely.
He be trying to get people to call in. A lot of times,
I call. He knows.
I'll be at the end of work, so I'll be trying to have him on the side, and I'm still working, so I don't get to call in. But I'm off.
The one time I did call in, right? He says, "Hey, somebody call in." As soon as he put the number up, I dialed in.
Yeah, somebody got call. No offense. Before I get out of here, I have to dry beg my audience. I should have dry begged nothing. So I gotta dry beg my audience to give them the call, and this is a damnness of shame.
Dry beg.
I'm dry begging over here.
Oh my gosh!
But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I dry beg. I should call it the dry beg hotline.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
He's not exaggerating though. He's not actually.
No, they don't call in for crap.
They will.
I'll call in today.
Hey, thank you, bro. It's about quantity, not quality at this point. Quality means a lot to me. So call in. It could be you and maybe your wife. If your wife's around, I don't know if she's doing anything. Tell, hey, talk to him real quick. He needs help. And so just get on the phone real quick and say a couple of words, and I'll be that. But for the love of night, I mean, I love my audience. I don't ask for much. I swear to God, I don't. But I'll tell you, y'all dumbasses need to start calling the program. Get off your dead ass and call the program. I love y'all. Don't get me wrong. Nobody loves you more than me. Get off your dead ass and call me.
You ain't dry begging now. You browbeating.
Exactly. Browbeat, dry beg, man. I'm doing it. It makes no damn sense, man. I'm working hard over here.
Get off your dead behinds a call. Oh my God.
You're dead asses. Get off. Because look. Even if you don't have a gas, get off your crack. Get off your crack and call me.
Get off your crack. I love it, man. I love it.
It don't make any sense.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Look, I don't discriminate. If you are Count Cracula and you have no gas, it's okay. Just get off your dead crack and call me.
Oh no.
You got one of these, there's no excuse.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Woosah.
Yeah,
oh this is Chris Bass, and there is nobody like him. And I look forward to 9:35 p.m. every Friday for this, because it gives me a good jump start to my weekend.
Oh, well,
thank you again, brother.
See you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Take care.
See you later, Bass.
Don't soil this program by putting crap on it. Joe Buck, I cannot take him. I just no dice. I'm glad Carlos Boozer finally took the kiwi off his face. It should be on your shoes, not your face. It's kiwi shoe polish, for God's sake. LeBron should come clean about his age. I wish baby Jesus that I had alcohol in this container, because I need some after watching Screaming Nate Smith.
Baby Jesus? Really?
6 pounds, 7 ounces. Go tell 5 of your friends and 8 of your enemies that Chris Bass will be in the air.
Once again, there's Chris Bass. We just were Andy Boone Shakalaka. Oh my gosh. Wonderful, wonderful guy. Love him dearly.
Chris
and
Bass
we're going to
man.
Yeah, he is the man. And we're going to end this week with our NFL picks. We're going to introduce the NFL aficionado to the Snowman in the Morning broadcast, and that is one Mike Debate. How you doing, sir?
Gentlemen, always an honor. Now, how am I supposed to follow base? That's not fair. That is incredibly unfair.
That is true.
I mean, there is no way that I can ever compete with that. No, all kidding aside, big fan. I'm gonna have to call in now. I mean, this is it. I mean, we've been put on notice. This is great stuff. Great show this morning, guys. Really great show.
Thank you. And well, it's definitely a great show simply because you're a part of it. And yes, I agree with you. Base is a tough act to follow for everybody. Oh my gosh. All right. So before we get into the picks for this week, what impressed you or what was impressed upon you last week?
Well, I tell you, the Miami Dolphins are proving that this offense is for real. They're not going to be out of any game. We've heard a lot about difficulties with Tua Tagovailoa. Is his arm strength going to be able to carry this team? Are the weapons around him going to be suitable? How is he going to fit into what the Miami Dolphins like to do? They proved last week that they can come back from a pretty good-sized deficit, and I know Baltimore had their defensive deficiencies at the end of the game, but can't take away from what they were able to do. Good showing by them. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I was impressed by the Cowboys and the fact that they were able to come through in that game, knowing that everyone was picking against them, all of us included. So you got to begrudgingly tip your cap if you're not a Cowboys fan. If you are, you loved it. But if you're not, you got to begrudgingly tip your cap. So those are the things that stood out to me in week 2. But a great slate coming up this week. Some really good games on the horizon.
Yeah, just as long as you're not saying that Cooper Rush was the best player in week 2, I'm good with that.
No, I think I can refrain from saying that.
Thank the Lord. All right. So, the Steelers and the Browns, they kicked off week 3. Of course, for those who don't know, the Browns ended up winning 29-17. Game really was a little closer than that. What was the biggest takeaway in that game for you?
The biggest takeaway right now is that Pittsburgh's offense really is in rough shape. I think at this point you have to throw it to the kid and you have to see what he can do. Trubisky is just not looking like the answer. And 3 games in, it's tough to really like berate a quarterback or whatnot. But this team needs a spark, and sometimes just giving them that type of lift. I saw the New England Patriots do it last year with Mac Jones. All right, they did it right out of the gate, but they realized that their best bet to try to compete for a playoff spot was going to be with Mac as opposed to Cam Newton. Even though side by side, talent-wise, you got to give the nod to Cam as being the better quarterback at that point. But Mac fit what they wanted to do, and he gave the team that elevation that they needed to get there. So my biggest takeaway last night is Pittsburgh right now. They need something to try to bring it all together, especially while TJ Watt's going to be out for a little bit. My advice to them is just give it a chance, see what he can do.
Yeah, I believe the Steelers are going to have a tough road to hoe, considering that their defense does as much as they do just to keep them in games. I agree that the offense, starting with offensive line, they're going to have to get better because they need to have Najee Harris actually be a difference maker. And I think that would help aid Kenny Pickett in becoming the guy. And I think that's the reason why we don't see him now, is because I think the Steelers know that their offensive line is atrocious and that they fear that Kenny Pickett is going to get beaten and battered and bruised.
That's a very good point.
All right. So with that being said, we are here to pick games for this week, this Sunday and Monday. And I guess we'll start with the Bears hosting the Lovie Smith coached Houston Texans. Now that kickoff is at 1 p.m. Eastern. What's your take on it, and who do you have, Mike?
Well, my heart would love to say the Bears because, I mean, right now their offense really hasn't, I think, given what they are capable of doing. And I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, so it does favor a team like the Bears in this case. But I just think the Texans are a better team at this point. I think Lovie is very savvy as to what that team is going to do. Texans are, kind of a wild card right now in terms of, are they going to keep on this pace and still maybe sneak in there for a possible contention, or are they going to fall off? But I think they take this one. It'll be a low-scoring one, but I like the Texans in this one.
Cool.
This is hard. I'm gonna go Texans.
Okay. So, all right, 2 for Texas already.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texas.
Okay, Wise.
Oh man, I have to pick. Yeah, let's go 3 for Texans. The Bears don't really.
It just like
It's the Bears.
Yeah.
Wow. This does my heart good that you all pick my team to win, and I'm going to pick the Bears.
Wow.
I do not have I have that little trust in the Texans. I really do. I would love to, but I think the Bears are going to beat them. And and of course I'm rooting for the Texans to win. I just don't have faith in the Texans at all. That's how little faith I have in them. All right. The Titans hosting the Raiders. That kickoff is also at 1 Eastern. This game, I want to see the Raiders play more disciplined ball. For some reason, they just seem to lack that discipline that I've seen this year. And I think the Titans will heal from what has ailed them these first 2 weeks. They just simply played against a team that's just much better than just about everybody in the Bills. They let a game slip before that in the Giants. I think the Titans will get their first win. What say you, Mike?
Well, these two teams, obviously 0-2, they both need wins badly if they want to remain in the discussion for a team that could possibly make some noise. Then both of these teams, I think, facing a must-win this week. The Titans, not a good showing against the Buffalo Bills. The Raiders, not a good showing last week at all, blowing a big lead. But the one thing that I noticed in both games is that I think the Raiders are going to be able to move the ball through the air on the Titans' pass defense. That's the only real glaring hole that I see on this team right now that really can't be fixed in terms of, or I shouldn't say not be fixed, but really I think it's going to be a weak spot. I think Josh McDaniels comes in with a solid game plan. I think the Raiders get this, but to me, this could be a toss-up either way. But I'll go with the Raiders in a close shootout.
All right. Wise?
I think, to me, Tannehill is not having the same year he had last year. I think the Raiders are going to load up the box and make you beat me with Henry, but it's not going to happen. I don't think they're the same team that were actually with the number 1 seed last year.
That's right.
And I don't think they're that team. The Raiders, I'm not a big Josh McDaniel fan. He hasn't shown me that he's capable of being a head coach.
Good point.
But they do have the weapons. They have Devontae Adams. They have Waller. They have Renfro. So I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Okay. 2 for the Raiders. Cool.
So the Raiders, have all the weapons you mentioned. They have Hunter Renfro, who may or may not play after that horrible showing in overtime last week. Josh Jacobs. They have so many things, right? Everything on paper says the Raiders, but my gut just tells me the Titans are going to win this game.
See, that's exactly how I feel, Cole.
Yeah.
Almost to the letter. That's exactly how I feel, man. All right. One of the big games for all the wrong reasons. And the 1 p.m. kickoff. The Chiefs going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Mike, I'll start with you. Who do you have in this one?
Yeah, I think Brian's going to be very upset with me when he hears this, but I'm definitely going with the Chiefs on this one. The Indianapolis Colts just look like a team in disarray right now. A lot of injury issues, offensive line, major concern there. The Chiefs have put up pretty good numbers on offense. I think they continue to do that. I think the Chiefs win this one, and to be totally honest with you, I don't think it's going to be all that close. I think they win this comfortably.
All right, cool.
I mean, pretty much Mike said exactly what I was thinking. This is clearly going to be a Chiefs domination. Matt Ryan looks like he's 45.
Oh, man.
Everybody knows to prepare for Jonathan Taylor this year, so they're stacking the box.
Mm-hmm.
Their passing game, because of Matt Ryan looking, like he's 1 year too long in the NFL, it's not as good as it should be. Defensively, they're pretty good, but at some point you're going to give up points, and I just don't think you can match, the point production of the Chiefs.
Wise.
Patrick Mahomes.
It's that simple,
bro. We seen what the Jaguars did to them. Saying we seen what the Texans did to them.
Yeah.
Imagine what the Chiefs are gonna do. They couldn't hold David Mills down. They're gonna hold Patrick Mahomes down.
Right.
Yeah. You're right. Davis Mills. They couldn't hold him down. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you too, Cole. The Colts defense is really good. Actually, they're underrated good considering how horrible the offense has been. But yeah, the defense can only do so much. The dam is going to break. And to me, the Chiefs, this is going to be a name the score with the Chiefs. That's just how I feel. It's just name the score. Another possible name to score game, and possibly the one of the marquee matches of the week. Another 1 p.m. kickoff. This is the Bills going to South Beach to play the Dolphins. Mike, who do you have in this one and why?
Yeah, this could be a sneaky type game of the week at 1 p.m. I really, really like this matchup. Two teams that can really, really light the scoreboard. We've seen the Bills and the Dolphins both do it. I know it's a short week, and I know it's on the road for the Buffalo Bills, but this team right now is clicking on all cylinders. And I know we talked about this last week. Until they prove that they can do it sustained throughout the entire season, there's always going to be that little cloud of doubt hanging over them. But they're playing a really big high right now. I like the way they match up. I think they can take advantage of the Miami secondary with, Byron Jones obviously out. Xavier Howard's playing very good, but I think Josh Allen is a quarterback to be able to exploit that a little bit. I like the Bills in this one, but I don't think it's going to be as close as or as much of a blowout as a lot of people are saying, especially up in Buffalo. I don't see this one going beyond the touchdown, and I'm probably being generous on that. I think it's going to be a close one.
Okay. Wise?
I like Miami's offense. They're pretty good, man. They're surprising me with what they can do. They are hurting in their secondary.
Right.
Josh Allen is playing lights out with Stephon Diggs. So that they're gonna have to worry about that. But I just feel Buffalo has the better defense. To me, Buffalo's defense has shown me that they've come to play. They smacked the defending champions. They go to Tennessee. They play Tennessee. Henry doesn't do anything. They shut them down. That defense led by Von Miller, who looks like he's 20-something years old again, running around, getting sacks. And to me, he's the difference maker. He's made that defense believe that they can be great.
I agree. I agree with that. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, Miami's not going to have the luxury of, I don't believe, being able to have a big comeback. Tua's not going to have a ridiculous monster day. This is going to be more of a ground and pound game. You're going to have to figure out how to try to overcome this defense consistently. And there's going to be pressure because Buffalo is going to continue to score. Buffalo is one of those teams that, from what I've seen so far this year, they do exactly what I like my team. I'm sure everyone would like their team to do. When you get a lead, you don't slow up. You don't slow the throttle. You push it down to the floor. You keep going. So I think that Buffalo's going to be able to just pretty much stop them enough defensively and pound points on them. And I do agree with Mike that I don't think it's going to be a huge margin. I'm going to say probably 10 points or so, which some people might say is huge, but a touchdown and field goal is not really huge in the NFL the way the game goes today. So I think it's going to be relatively tight, but I think Buffalo is going to be able to definitely get this win this week.
I'm with all three of you, and I really believe that this is going to be a game to me where the Bills, they have had their way and the Dolphins number as of late, and they will have their way and their number here. But I think this will be their first competitive game in 2022. But the Bills are looking to me like how I described how Georgia looked last year in college football, where it just looked as though they just tried to get you to understand, okay, we're filling you out the first quarter. We want you to take your best shot. And then when the beginning of the second quarter happens, we're just going to dominate. And the Bills are starting to look like that type of team where it's like, it is scary. It is scary when you have a team that's like, okay, we took your best shot. Now it's our turn. And the Bills are looking that way. I think the Bills will win, but I think it's going to be a competitive game, though. An NFC Norris matchup, another 1 p.m. kickoff. Minnesota hosts Detroit. I do not have faith in Kirk Cousins. Okay, the pick is going to say I don't have faith in Kirk Cousins. I think the Lions are going to go into the Twin Cities and win. Because I really do not have faith in him. Mike?
Yeah, I'm joining you in this one, and I know Kirk Cousins is terrible on Monday nights, and then he has the chance to rebound. But I just was not impressed with the way with the way the Vikings looked in losing to the Eagles on Monday night. I think the game plan was bad on both sides of the ball, and that is going to carry over. Detroit's been playing pretty well; they've been playing competitively. I think they're feeling a little bit of bravado for the first time in a little while. I'm on Ross St. Brown has been in another world lately, so. I think they ride that, and I think Detroit pulls the upset.
Yeah. Wise?
I'm gonna go with the Lions. Swift is playing great. He's actually running the rock very well. This Lions team is different from teams from the past. These guys actually seem much more competitive. They're actually wanting to play the game. To me, they're bringing whoever they brought in to change this atmosphere, and they're doing the right things. They got the running back. They got a phenomenal receiver who's showing you that he can light it up. Jared Goff is playing pretty good. He's doing what he's supposed to. He's maintaining the game. So I'm gonna go with the Lions. Like I don't really, Kirk Cousins. We thought, I guess week one we were all hype off of that week one victory, and the Eagles came and smacked them down to reality. So.
That is a very good point, Wise. Cool.
Well, I've had the luxury of actually watching both of these teams play, as I am an Eagles fan. So I've seen them both. And I definitely have to say the Lions were a lot more of a difficult opponent, just what they did scheme-wise, that running game, spreading the ball around. Goff looks like a rejuvenated quarterback this year, which is crazy because I did not see that coming from him. Dan Campbell's really starting to put his imprint on the team. I think the mentality is different. I think they gravitate to him. They feed off the energy that he has. And I think they're actually going to be a much better team than most people anticipated. I thought they'd win about 7-8 games this year. I think they definitely will do that. And this is definitely going to be one of them. Minnesota, it's going to be a tough season for them.
Yeah. Look, I've said this. I'm on record. I'll continue to say it. I will run through a wall for Dan Campbell. What he has done with that Lions franchise, I love what he does for that team. I love who he is in that team. I love how he treats his players, and it just makes you want to play for him. Let's see here. There's another good game. The Patriots will host the Ravens. Another 1 p.m. kickoff. Okay, I'll skip Mike on this because I know he's no, I'm just joking. Who do you have, man?
Well, of course, I'm going to be a homer on this pick. I'm going to go with the Patriots, but a very, very close one. Look, bottom line, it would not surprise me to see the Ravens come in here and win this. They're coming off of a game in which they're extremely angry for blowing that lead. I think the Ravens secondary is going to be much better this week. I think there's encouraging news on Marlon Humphrey. He's looking likely to go in this one, and Marcus Peters is back to full strength. So if you have those two corners, it's going to make life difficult on Mac Jones. But the one thing that I think the Patriots are going to be able to do and adjust is utilize the run game. We saw them do this in the second half against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think they're onto something there. If they can do that and utilize their rushers and allow Mac Jones the time he needs to make the short intermediate throws to march his team down the field, I think they have a chance in this one. Controlling Lamar Jackson is going to be the key. It's probably the more difficult of tasks Bill Belichick is going to have this year. The fact that it's their home opener, I'm going to go with the energy. And my man Vince Wilfork is being honored at halftime, so I got to think that's going to buoy the team a little bit. I'm going with the Patriots in a close game here.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go Ravens in this one, but very tight, like one field goal difference. I think that what we're going to see, or one score, what we're going to see is the things that Mike said. I also watched some of the Patriots game and saw those things. Had a free Sunday since we played Monday, so I kind of watched different games, pieces of different games, just to kind of figure out what's going on with everyone. So I think that Lamar has a season-long chip on his shoulder. He's pissed. He's going to do everything that people said he can't do, and the things that he does well, because he's playing for his dollars. Right? He's his own agent, so his own motivation. He's able to talk with the team. There's been some reports that he wants to go other places. This could be true, but if so, you need to audition for them. And the best way to audition for them is to go out and have monster games every week and produce. So I think that's what we're going to see from Lamar this week. He's got some receivers now. I think they're another team addition by subtraction, getting Hollywood Brown there and getting Bateman, Duvernay. You know, you got Andrews in there, so you got some weapons. They just need to get that run game solid. If they can run the ball like the Ravens want to run the ball, which I think this is a week they're going to try to do that, then I think they can eke out a victory. Not a blowout by any means, because New England's another team that's better than I thought they would be, because I didn't see Mac Jones being able to have the game slow down for him as much as it seems like it has from year one to year two. But I think that the Ravens just got a little bit more for this game.
Okay. All right. Wise?
Oh, man. Well, if it depends. If it's the Ravens from week one, then they're gonna beat the Patriots. But if you get the Ravens that gave up that lead in the second half of this past week, and again, I don't see the Patriots really falling off that far. They might not have the talent that they have in years past, but it's Belichick. I don't sleep on Belichick. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time for a reason. But I feel it's going to be a slow scoring game. I think the Ravens pull it off, though.
All right. And our last guest, who was the founder of the show, one Mr. Brian Snow. All right, between the Patriots and the Ravens, who do you have, my man?
I'm going with the home team. I'm going with the Patriots. Vince Wilfork's being honored at halftime, and whenever someone from the Belichick era is honored at halftime for the Patriots, and Mike knows this very well, strange things happen. So it'll be razor thin, but I'm going with the home team. And good morning to everyone. As you can hear in my voice and see, wasn't feeling good at the top of this, but thought I'd hop on for a couple of minutes, and I do have a call to get ready for tonight. And my doctor checked in on me and told me to rest. Doctor told me to rest. So I'm gonna sneak in a couple picks, and then I'm gonna step away. Good morning to you, Wise, and to Cole. And Cole, I thank you so much for handling this. This is why I appointed you executive producer of the show. And to Mr. McCain, salute to you, my friend. Salute to you all.
Yeah. All right. Well, in this game, let me see. Belichick normally has had some issues in defending, for some reason, Lamar Jackson. For some reason, he gives them fits. I don't know why that is the case, but he just does. And I think you're going to see a team that plays a little angry. And even though, yes, this is the home opener for the Patriots, and you all might be right, I think the Ravens might sneak a victory in there. But this is not going to be one of those blowouts. I think it's going to be a slugfest, though.
It's going to, in the immortal words of,
it's going to be ugly.
The Hall of Famer Jim Ross, it's going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah,
it's almost impossible to blow out the Patriots. It's like almost impossible to do.
Yeah, I have a request. Can we do the Sunday night game, because I want to get that pick in, and then I'm going to step back, and then I'm going to step back out.
All right. Well, then let's just go. The Broncos will be hosting the 49ers. That's why Mr. Snow wanted to pick this game. In fact, I will let you go first, Mr. Snow. Who do you have?
Marlon Mack, former 1,000-yard rusher with the Colts, is now with the 49ers. Jimmy G is back at quarterback, and I don't think Nathaniel Hackett will find a way to solve that 49ers pass rush. They're going to come after Russell Wilson with reckless abandon, and they're going to get to him. In fact, I call at least 4 sacks on Sunday night. Not to say the Broncos won't make it competitive, but the 49ers are favored by 1.5. I'm going to lay that 1.5 down. I'm going with the 49ers, and they're going to hang at least 27 on the Broncos Sunday night.
All right. Well, all right. To you, Mr. Debate, what do you have? Who do you have and why?
I'm in full agreement with Brian on this one. I'm taking the 49ers on this. Look, I think that, Denver's defense has been playing well, no question about it. And that's why this is going to be a close game. But the Denver offense is what's been the problem. They didn't do a whole lot last week against Houston. I don't think they're going to be able to get it going against a very tough 49ers defense, that pass rush that Brian mentioned. So I like the Niners in this one. Jimmy G gets his first win of 2022 as a starter.
Yeah. Wise?
Oh, man. Let's go with the 49ers, man. I think they have the running game to control it. I'm just not buying Nathaniel Hackett as a head coach. He's making really dumb mistakes, man. They're like, how can you continue to do that and expect to win NFL games? He benefited from the fact that it was the Houston Texans last week. Now he's going up against an established head coach and Shanahan. I feel the 49ers all the way.
Wow. Cool.
Well, we know that the 49ers played against Russell Wilson twice a season for all his previous years in the NFL. And apparently he's using the same signs that he used with his last team, the Seahawks. So I think the 49ers should be pretty comfortable with knowing those signs. And if you know the plays, the coach and the quarterback have a disconnect, they're probably going to be without Jerry Jeudy again. So this all lines up for the 49ers to put a spanking on the Broncos. I know we've been talking about it being close. I don't think it's going to be that close.
Okay, Nathaniel Hackett is on the bench for the Broncos. 49ers in the cakewalk. Monday Night Football. We have the Giants hosting the Cowboys. That kickoff is
That's
at 8.
That's the Monday night game.
That's the Monday night game. 8:15 p.m. kickoff. And Mike, I'll start with you. Who do you have and why?
I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to go with the New York Football Giants on this. 2-0. They're tied for the division lead. Look, I know Dallas came out last week and they showed that they can win without Dak Prescott, but I don't know. There's something about the way the Giants are coming together. Brian Daboll looks like the exact right fit for that team. I know there are problems on both sides of the ball, but for some reason, I think they exploit what the Cowboys are not going to be able to do. I like the Giants in this.
Okay, cool.
I feel like that me and Mike are like sharing a brain today.
Sometimes it's that way. Sometimes
I just feel like we were sharing a brain, man. And definitely the Giants are the team that should win this game. I mean, the biggest telling point, the Cowboys, every second half, they stop running the ball. So you're not going to beat this Giants team if you're not going to run the ball and keep the ball away from the offense, because Dabo is really turning those guys around. He has guys that are outcast from other teams, guys that people didn't believe in, for the most part, playing together, playing hard. As Wise talked about earlier, they're going to get back some of their guys they're missing on the defensive line. And honestly, from what we've seen this season, who would you trust more at quarterback? Would you trust Cooper,
Hell no.
Rush, or would you trust Daniel Jones? I go Daniel Jones like 10 out of 10 times. So 2-0 team, you're at home. Everything lines up for the Giants to get a dub this week.
Oh, Lord. Snowman?
Let's see. New York Giants, that football team in Arlington. New York Giants, the Arlington football team. New York football Giants, the Arlington football team. Who the hell do you think I'm picking? It is not going to be that Arlington football team. I trust Daniel Jones. I trust the football Giants. I trust the ghost of Bill Parcells. I trust the ghost of Tom Coughlin. And I trust the football Giants. And they're not even going to beat the Cowboys. They're going to spank them. It's going to be a public, what did Victor say? It's a public execution on Monday night. It's going to be a public flogging. I'm going with the Giants in a runaway.
Wise? Should I even ask? Should I even ask?
No, you shouldn't ask.
Should I even ask you?
Cooper, I'm going Cooper. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Don't barf in your mouth again like you did yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Listen, first of all, we've been playing some good football without our pass rush. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying it. We haven't had a pass rush the last 2 games. It's looking like both gentlemen are going to play this week, and if that's the case, Cooper Rush will be running for his life.
Sick him.
Ooh. Because Wink is going to be putting pressure. This is what Wink does. He puts pressure.
He's
and
going
now to
to
have
turn
your
the
best two
dogs
pass
loose.
rushes on the field. Oh, I'm gonna love it.
He's gonna turn the dogs loose.
I am gonna love it. I am gonna love seeing.
I want to see Cooper Rush buried.
Seeing Michael Irving's playmaker
You know
of the
how
week.
you know how we sometimes, hey Wise, you know how sometimes we play over under on the number of sacks. Let's play over under here. And Mike, I want your number 2. The number I'm going to set for the number of sacks for the Giants is 5, and I'm going over because they're going to sick them. They're going to sick them.
Yeah, I'm going to go over 5 too. That's how much confidence I've got in the Giants this week. I'm with you, Brian.
Mr. McCain,
I'm with it.
Everybody's going over. Cole, you go over also. 5 is the magic number. I say over.
Yeah, I'll go over. All right. Yeah. How I look at this game, the Cowboys need to do the one thing that they're allergic to doing, and that's run the football. That's the only way that they will win this game. They are allergic to doing so. That means the Giants will go 3-0.
Which means Ezekiel Elliott ain't going to get his touches.
No, he might get his touches.
It's something Mike and I have spoken about almost every offseason.
He just won't get the right kind of touches.
The Cowboys use Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, he just won't get the right kind of touches.
He won't get he certainly won't get the right kind of touches. From Victor. Remember the Titans blitz all night.
Yeah,
and Wink will be blitzing all
He's
night.
Going to send the house.
He should.
After Cooper Rush, the same way they used to come after Danny White, the same way they used to come after Troy Aikman. They're going to come after Cooper Rush, and Lord, I can't. This is a Monday night game. My wife and I are actually gonna do. We're going to sit in the kitchen, and then make our snacks, and then move into the living room and watch the Giants beat the hell out of the Cowboys. Because it's like last Sunday night when Jody asked me, are we picking the Bears because we don't like Aaron Rodgers? Hell yes. Are we picking
because they're the better team?
Basic question. Are we picking the Giants because we can't stand the Cowboys? That's one reason. And the Giants are good. Yes. I'm picking the Giants, and they're going to run away.
All right. Now, show of hands. Who thought that we would say in week 3, the 0-2 Bengals travel to the 1-1 Jets? Yeah, I don't see hands. That's what I thought. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff.
Scratching my head.
Exactly. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff. Okay, fine. I see the Bengals getting their first win here. I don't have the trust of the Jets, especially with Joe Flacco. Mike?
Yeah, I got the Bengals doing that. They're staring 3-0 in the face. They lose this, their season has a chance to completely unravel before it even gets on track. And right now, they're on thin ground. But I agree with you. I just think the Bengals are the more talented team on both sides of the ball. That showed a lot of mettle last week. As much as it pains me to give them any credit, you have to give credit where credit is due. But that runs out this week against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Ain't
no way Joe Flacco will beat Cincinnati. Is this at Paul Brown Stadium?
No. This is in the Meadowlands.
Oh, this is in the Meadowlands?
Yeah, this is in the Meadowlands.
Then it'll get worse. Bengals by 44.
Wise.
I don't think it's gonna be that serious. But,
okay, 40. So who cares?
I don't think it's gonna be that.
Listen, playing the Cleveland Clowns is different than playing the American.
Hey, the Cleveland Clowns. The
Conference
Cleveland Clowns are 2-1. So let's not go there.
The Cleveland Clowns.
I'm going all the way there. I mean, I love you, Jacoby Brissett, but I'll talk about that on Monday. But
they're 2-1. You gotta give it to them. But anyway,
no.
The Bengals.
I can't
now let's talk about the Bengals. Let's talk about the Bengals.
Yes,
they win by 44 for Bengals
lost to Cooper Rush. The Bengals lost to Cooper Rush,
and they're going to be mad.
Well, I take that back. The Bengals got handled by Micah Parsons. Let's correct myself.
It's very different.
Let me correct
Very
myself.
different.
But
no!
I'm gonna, you know what? I am going with the Bengals. Not even the Bengals. What I'm saying, I'm going with the Jets.
What?
Yeah, I'm going with the Jets.
You going with the Jets?
This is upset special wise. This is upset special of the week. Okay.
I think the Bengals are going to start 0-3.
Look. I get. This is one reason why you say they will start 0-3. As Ryan says, the offensive line of the Bengals is a turnstile right now.
Yeah,
Saleh's going to send the dogs at the burrow. Well, yeah. The thing is,
he's gonna send the house after him.
The thing is, I think it's gonna resemble, except for the miss point at the touchdown. It's gonna resemble. Yeah, Burrow's gonna get knocked on the ground, but he's gonna find a way, and that's how I think it's going to play out. Now, yes, I realized the last time they played the Jets won, and they played the Melons. I realized that too. I'm sorry. Cool. Go ahead, sir.
Bengals. Not by 40 though, but Bengals.
Yeah.
Did I say 40?
You actually said 44.
You said 44, and you said no,
44
not that
first.
much. 40.
And then Wise called me out, and I said, "Okay, 40. So what?"
Yeah.
All right.
I think more like 2 touchdowns, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all except for Wise has the Bengals. Okay. All right. Another 1 p.m. kickoff. The team that used to have Cam Newton, the Carolina Panthers, they host the Saints. Both teams are reeling. Both teams need to have some sort of positivity coming into the next week.
Is this in Carolina or is this in New Orleans?
This is in Charlotte.
This is in Charlotte. Okay. Carolina by 35.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and look.
35.
We need to call your doctor. I think he needs to switch your medication or something right now.
You got some medication, sir.
Always say? What does Jay Spivey always say? It's a wine and cheese crowd at Ericsson Stadium.
Note to self: Brian Snow is wanting routes in this week's games. Okay, Mike, who do you have?
It's not gonna happen. I know, but y'all know how I feel.
I got the Saints bouncing back. They had a bad offensive showing against the Bucks, but I think that they match up well with the Panthers. I think they get right this week. I like the Saints in this one, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a blowout. The Carolina is going to hang around. Baker Mayfield will keep them in this one.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go Saints, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers eke out a win. I just see these as both teams that, like you said, they're just struggling. They both just have to figure out what to do. I think if Kamara's back for the Saints, I'm more confident. I'm not sure yet if he's going to play, but if he does play, that makes a big difference. And if Ingram actually doesn't fumble, I think they continue with the running game more. And I think they actually look better last week as well. I'm going to go Saints, but because of the home field, the Panthers have a diehard fan base here in Charlotte. I've been to a couple of the games there. They love them. I mean, I don't know why, but they love them.
Yeah, you're right. They do. I know a Panthers fan. You're right. Who lives in Charlotte. You're right. They do love them.
Yeah,
you're right about that. Wise.
Which Jameis Winston do we get
Thank
today?
you. Yes.
This is Jekyll. I mean, Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde.
Hey, in the game that we saw last Sunday, you could get both.
Both, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, for 3 quarters, he throws 3 touchdowns. In the next quarter, he throws 6 picks. It's which Jameis Winston is going to show up. Is it going to be Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde? And I feel he's going to have a bounce back game, so I'm going with the Saints.
Okay. You want to change your pick, Brian, or you feel as though this is still going to be a rout? The silence says it's a rout. All right. So I think it'll be a low scoring affair. I really would love to see the Saints win. I don't think they're going to pull it out. I think the Panthers by default are going to get their first win of the season. And I'm not saying this because this is what I want to see. That's just what I feel. And in the game that probably will make my colleague Cool McCain smile, the Eagles travel to Landover and they play their rival. Commanders. Just does not sound right even now.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Mike, who do you have?
Oh, I got the Eagles in this one. I think Jalen Hurts is playing at a very high level. They've looked great on both sides of the ball. It is a game on the road, short week, no question about it. So the Commanders will make this one interesting. Divisional games are very rarely blowouts, and I don't think this one will be, but I do think the Eagles take this. They're the better team on both sides.
All right. What say you, Snowman? All right.
He might be gone.
He might be gone. All right, Wise. What say you, sir?
Oh man. As much as I would like to see Washington win, because that way, saying when we beat Dallas, we take the division lead. But common sense is going to kick in. Philly has the better team. They have a better offense. I don't have faith in Carson Wentz whatsoever. So yeah, even though Washington, they did get their butts handed to them by the Detroit Lions, I feel Philly is a much better offensive team. I'm going with the Eagles.
Okay. All right, so we know that Cool's going to go for the Commander. No, I'm just joking. Who do you have, man?
Well, I just want to say, me and the Eagles are going to this game because I'm going to be in the building for this one.
Oh,
yes,
oh,
sir.
You actually going to go to the game?
I will be at the game.
Awesome, man.
Yes, sir. Definitely Philly, man. I think it won't be a blowout because I do have some concerns about us in the second half, the fourth quarter specifically, as far as keeping our foot on the gas.
Yeah,
Washington's a team. I don't trust Carson Wentz that much, but throwing short passes, walking it to him, like Shannon Sharp used to call him, walking to him Wentz, he's fine at that. So they've got some decent running backs as well, so I think they'll be able to keep it close, but I don't think it'll be a game that'll be in jeopardy for us most of the game as long as we don't have any bonehead plays. But I don't see it as a blowout.
Is this in Philly or is
this,
this
is in Landover?
This is in Landover.
Yeah.
So the replacement RFK Stadium.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The one that almost hurt our quarterback last year.
Yeah, the one where the stands collapsed last year. Yes.
So RFK
stadium got mad at him.
So RFK Stadium, what'd you say, Cool?
I said the stadium got mad at Hurts the way he played against
I said the stadium where the stands collapsed.
So the replacement RFK Stadium should have collapsed. Wait, RFK Stadium, the original, should have collapsed, but didn't, especially with chance of we want Dallas.
Even while people jumped up and down.
Even while people jumped up and down in the grandstands. Okay. This is a toss-up.
Eagles at Commanders. Who do you have, Snowman?
This is a toss-up. And it ain't the Commanders, it's the Redskins. All right? So why is this going to get mad at me and he's going to throw a fat fastball at my head?
Do not do it.
The same way Garrett Cole would. Homage to the Yankees. I can't do it. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I was about to be like,
now,
Mr. McCain, you'll have to catch me first.
No,
I can't. I can't do it. I can't. First of all, I can't say Washington Commanders because, as Cole said best, Washington Commanders. Really?
Thank you, Vic.
And I know I missed all the fun with base here, but yeah. Fly, Eagles, fly. Keep your foot up. Keep your foot on the gas pedal. I expect Jalen Hurts to keep his foot on the gas pedal. I'm going with the Eagles.
When these two teams play in DC, for some reason, it always is a good game. I don't know why it is, but it always seems to be competitive and always seems to be close.
And you might have remembered 1989,
and
when the Eagles came all the way back.
Yeah. For some strange reason, these two teams are really competitive in DC. I don't know why that's the case. It just seems to be that way. I think it will be that way again. Also, doubly understanding that Carson Wentz, this is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time he's going to be playing against the Eagles since he was let go, or since he left Philly. So he has extra motivation. Of course, Hurts also has extra motivation to prove that he's the guy that should be there now. I will say this: it'll be competitive, but the Eagles will be 3-0. I just don't see the Eagles.
Yeah,
I don't see the only chance I see the Commanders actually having a chance is if they can slow down the rushing attack of the Eagles. I
And they
just
won't do
simply
it.
don't see it.
They won't do it.
Especially since they don't have Chase Young there. I just don't see it. And
I don't
because of
see
that,
it.
because of that, I think the Eagles will win, and it won't be a problem for them, but it will be a battle. All right, let's kick off the 4 p.m. slate, and we'll start with the Chargers we'll start with the Chargers roasting the the Jaguars. Mike.
San Diego Superchargers.
Who do you
I
have?
already know which way Mike's going.
Who do you have, sir?
I got the song. I already know which way he's going.
There's still bolts in the blood, gentlemen. I cut my journalistic teeth covering that team. I'm still going to go with. Look, the bottom line, I was impressed by what the Jaguars have been doing so far, but I think Justin Herbert, the fact that he's throwing the ball and the fact that he's in there to me is remarkable. But they'll be all right in this one. I think they take this one over the Jacksonville Jaguars.
See, let's
go ahead.
I know there won't be any 40-point differences. Wait, I take that back. There will be this time. San Diego Chargers will roast and toast and boast about their win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with the San Diego Chargers. A win like this will lead to their own stadium in San Diego. I'm going with it. I'm going with the Chargers.
Brian Snow's takes courtesy of "Get Off My Lawn." Cool.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
I'm just gonna say this: Justin Herbert, I want 400 yards. Mike Williams, I want 100 yards, at least one touchdown. Keenan Allen,
600.
you better play.
I want 600 yards of offense,
100 yards and 2 touchdowns. What's my man's name? The running back, the short guy,
Eckler.
Gordon.
Yeah, Eckler. I want 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I want 6.
Okay.
I want.
Why do you want to be smashed so hard?
Look,
Mike, this is for you.
Up all my fantasy teams.
This is for Mike.
I'm good to go.
I want the Chargers. This is for Mike. I want the Chargers to ring up the yards they were ringing up in the Don Coryell era at old Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego. I want 600. I want 600 yards of offense from San Diego. San Diego in a rout.
I'm good with that. San Diego in a route. I do agree as well. I'm good with that. I need all my fantasy teams to perform well this week. So I need all those good men to do your job.
There's a selfish reason to that, Mr. McCain.
Look, I'll be glad if they could dig Don Coryell off out the grave and replace Brandon Staley as head coach of the team. Wise?
You know what?
Don't do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because y'all not getting the Jags any type of respect. This is not the Urban Meyer. This is not the Urban Meyer Jags.
Don't you do it?
This is not the Urban Meyer Jags.
Don't you do it?
Saying Doug Peterson is actually a hell of a coach.
You're gonna throw up in your mouth.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna throw it in my mouth because y'all got to remember Justin Herbert has a bunch of ribs that are not doing too well.
He's still gonna throw for 400 yards.
Y'all forgetting that my man got hit real hard.
The Chiefs were physical.
Pummeled.
Yes,
Justin Herbert.
So, but I feel the Chargers are going to win.
By playing the
Chargers are going to win. I feel the Chargers are going to win.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you pick the Chargers. Okay.
But don't sleep on the Jags, man. It's going to be closer than what y'all saying it is going to be. I feel Jacksonville's headed in the right direction. Doug Peterson has them playing.
Give you that.
Playing well. This is not Urban Meyer.
It's not Urban Meyer.
He has some players. He has some players
who
I saw some shot coolers and giving my man more respect. But
I mean, I'm not saying they can't put up points as well. I'm just saying that
they'll put up points against
defensively. I'm not impressed with Jacksonville right now.
Of course, they're not there yet.
So this is the week I want.
They're definitely not there yet.
Right.
I think they're gonna have they're gonna surprise a few people with how they come out and play.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's exactly what I feel. I do not have the respect of the Jaguars defense against the Chargers offense. I really think the Chargers can make hay there. And yeah, I definitely believe it's the Chargers. And look, if I can see the Jaguars get spanked, I'm all the happier.
Same.
The Cardinals in an NFC West division matchup will be hosting the defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. Of course, the kickoff is at 4:25. Since this is on the West Coast, I will take the Rams in this one. Mike, who do you have?
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams in this one as well. I just don't have faith in Kyler Murray. That's some do. I think the Rams get back on track as they did last week against the Atlanta Falcons. I think they take this one. I think they got a little bit of anger under the shoulder pads this week, and I think it's going to show through.
Agreed. Wise?
Oh man, yeah, Kyler Murray. No, I don't have no faith in the Cardinals. The head coach is not. I don't think he should have been the head coach. I feel the defending champs have some things to prove. They won last week, but they still a little upset from that first game. So I think they're gonna come out and just show that, listen, we're still the champs for a reason. So Rams.
Yeah, thoroughly embarrassed. I still think they feel that way too. Cool.
Yeah, you gotta go Rams. Rams are in a position where it's not just winning, it's consistently winning and showing people that first week was just, it's just a blip on the map. Because that was embarrassing. And I think it's good motivation sometimes when you catch a ugly L like that, because it just gives you that thing, like you just think back, like if we go out there and do some trash, this could happen again, and we don't want that. So I definitely going with the Rams.
All right, which of your hated divisional rival are you picking? Snowman.
I'm calling him Mulligan.
You want to tie Snowman?
If they can tie, that would be great, but I can't do that. I'm going with the world champion Rams.
Yeah,
I don't trust. I haven't since Kyler Murray became the starting quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. I have not trusted him, nor have I trusted Cliff Kingsbury, and this will be one further example. And I'm going to say something that a lot of Cardinal fans won't have the nerve to say. They got lucky last week in Las Vegas, because Vegas should have won that by at least 2 touchdowns. But Raiders being Raiders, be it Oakland, be it Los Angeles or Las Vegas, that happened.
Well, that was the lead they had. So yeah, you're right.
And we all know Stafford's going to throw the ball 40 times. That's what it's what they do. But they're going to have success this time. Going with the Rams.
All right, so none of us are feeling as though the Cardinals want to avenge that debacle of a wild card showing back in January.
Victor's not right, man. Victor is not right.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Victor's not right.
I love you, Victor.
Rams are going to give a full cram against the Cards, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I missed this, because this is my favorite. This is my favorite anything when Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor of California. Go Chargers, go! Oh man! All right, so another 4:25 p.m. kickoff. The Falcons are staying on the West Coast, but they're going to the Pacific Northwest to play against the I ain't wrote my haters yet Geno Smith led Seahawks.
Tie.
All right, who else has a tie with this group? This game?
Who gives a flying damn?
Mike.
I'm tempted to go with a tie myself in this one, but I will. I'll go with Seattle on this because they're the home team. Look, I don't think that either offense is capable of lighting it up on the scoreboard, but I'll give the home team the edge here. But yeah, this is one of them where you can probably flip a coin, and 50% of the time you'll be right.
Victor's on with you. Scoreless tie?
I love you, Victor, for that.
Yeah, cool.
So I have a rule. If you're playing the Falcons, I'm picking you. But I also have a rule. If you're playing the Seahawks, I'm picking you. So I'm stuck, because when you said Falcons, I forgot who they were playing. So I was like, oh, whoever the other team is. So you said Seahawks. I'm like, oh my gosh. Are we serious?
So both your rules are broken.
One of your rules,
both your rules are broken in this. So both your rules are just broken in this game.
Dude,
I'm like, it's one of those games where you're screwed either way.
That is hilarious.
So all I'm gonna say is I'm going to pick Atlanta 10-9. Whatever.
You might be right in that
just because I feel like they may actually use.
Can the score? Can we have like both teams be in single digits? Have it be like 9-3 or 9-7 or
9-7, 9-6, whatever. But yeah, I think Atlanta has Kyle Pitts. Drake London is actually looking pretty good when he's getting opportunities.
And Kyle Pitts will be gone in a year. Mark my words.
Yeah, as soon as he can get about
gone.
There. Yeah,
he's out of there. And I got a prediction, and I know it's a homerism prediction, but if you think about how the stars will align, Kyle Pitts will be in San Francisco.
I knew that was coming, sir.
Yes, shut up.
I knew that was coming. I know two people who do stuff like that. 2 people.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yes, I do. And they're both 49ers fans. But
well, there you go.
Exactly. So I agree the Seahawks have a good chance of winning this, but I mean, someone's got to win. I'm gonna just say Atlanta's probably got a little bit more
scoreless tie.
But I wouldn't be surprised with a scoreless tie either. Like, to be honest,
can we have one of those? Can we have one of those Seattle Arizona games from like 2013 where both kickers kept missing field goals to win the game? I mean, one was a shank and the other banged off the goalpost, banged off the upright.
You're horrible, man. Wise.
Oh man,
I'll pick for Wise. Scoreless tie. No,
yeah, right. Listen, Gina.
I'll pick for Wise while he
the man who cost Eli Manning his Iron Man, Geno Smith, is just not the answer for me.
No, he hasn't been the answer since he came out of West Virginia.
And he will never be.
Yeah, he will never be the answer. I don't trust
Geno. Solid backup.
I can't. He's a backup.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh man,
can't win with him.
Can't win with him. Can't win without him.
Yeah, I know why.
I'll make Wise.
It's hard. Let's go with the Falcons.
Why are you doing that to me, man?
Because it's either the Falcons or the Seahawks. It's either way. It's a bad choice. It's not like
true.
Saying?
Very true. That's why I said tie.
That's why I can't go with Geno Smith, man. I just can't. Even though he did beat the Broncos week 1. Well, he didn't.
Well, that was their Super Bowl though.
Nathaniel Hackett
screwed up.
And that was the Seahawks Super Bowl. They've already won the Super Bowl.
Nathaniel Hackett screwed up. All right, what's our next game?
Well, I was going to say, well, no, you're right. You already know you're picking the Falcons by default, Snowman.
No, I'm not. I'm calling for a tie.
It's an NFC West team. You're going to pick against them no matter what.
But yeah,
he really is. Yeah, he really is.
I still say tie, but since it does involve the NFC West, I'm going to mistakenly pick the Falcons in a razor thin game. But it's like Mike said: flip a coin, 50%. You're right. Flip a coin, 50. It's either going to be a tie or somebody's going to win by a walk-off field goal. Well, it's going to be that deplorable. Next one.
Yeah. I call Seahawks at home because the Falcons are just that horrible. And we have saved the best for last. The glamour game of the week, 4:25 kickoff on Sunday. It is the Green Bay Packers. Traveling down to Tampa to play the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers by 44, 51-7. Okay, can we just? It's the glamour game of the week. You got a 40. Look, you got Tom Brady facing the hallucinogenic in Tampa.
Not facing the hallucinogenic.
Tom Brady.
No Chris Godwin. No Mike Evans.
Who cares?
Yeah, no Mike Evans for sure.
Godwin might play. But yeah, no, definitely no Mike Evans.
Definitely no Mike Evans. Possibly no Chris Godwin. Yeah,
it's Green Bay. I just don't like Green Bay.
Well, I don't like them either.
I want the Packers to get routed.
Okay,
in Tampa.
So
besides, Aaron Rodgers can't beat Tom
no journalistic bias in you whatsoever.
Neither do you. So we're even.
Oh yeah, I do.
You know, Victor encapsulates my feelings. Victor encapsulates my feelings perfectly. Right there.
This is the only time I'll ever root for Tom Brady destroy Aaron Rodgers.
You got the hallucinogenic facing Thomas Brady.
How
and somehow
Tommy the cheater.
It's Tommy the cheater against the hallucinogenic. Okay?
How wise were you able to say that with a straight face?
because he has a fat one on his desk.
Okay. All right, Mike.
Mike, restore some order here, please.
And the Buccaneers.
Well, because of the love I have for you all, I'll pretend I didn't hear the word cheater come up in this conversation. All kidding aside, gentlemen, you know how I feel about picking against Tom Brady. It's just something I can't do. I just can't do it.
You can't do it.
All kidding aside, and this I think I wouldn't do it anyway. I love the way Tampa's defense has been playing, and I think they're able to match up well against this Green Bay offense. So because of that, I think Tom Brady gets it right this week. I think the Buccaneers win. This will be a tough one and a close one, but I think they eke out a victory.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Definitely going with Tampa Bay. Too many questions on the passing game with Green Bay. They had a good game next week, but a lesser opponent. I think they'll be able to get some yards off with the runs, but it's going to be hard for them to get a lot of things going through the air. That's going to be a big difference in the game for me.
Okay. Wise,
but it's Aaron Rodgers. Who cares?
Why?
He got his hallucinogenics. He'll be all right.
Thank you. Don't do it.
Even with the issues with Giselle at home. I just think the Tampa Bay defense is just too good for them.
Right.
Like I don't think Green Bay has the offense to withstand that Tampa D. So I'm going to go with Tampa.
All right. You're going to change your pick, Snowman. Going once?
I'm going with it's
going.
It's Aaron Rodgers, the hallucinogenic facing Tom Brady in Tampa. The Tampa defense will take care of Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady will do the rest.
Wow. Succinctly put. And yes, I think you have to go with who is the best of the four that you have. Packers D, Tampa Bay D, Packers O, the Green Bay O. The best of those four units is the Tampa Bay D. They will get it done, and I believe that is what's going to make the Bucs go to 3-0 and send the Packers 1-2. All right,
let's go. And that's the only time I'll say that.
And that concludes this week's picks. We'd like to thank our wonderful esteemed guest, Mike DeBate. Tell the people where they can find you, good sir.
Gentlemen, always an honor and always a pleasure to join you on the microphones on Fridays. You can catch me each and every day on the Locked On Patriots podcast, free and available wherever you get your podcast, and all my written work over at Patriots Country of Sports Illustrated, si.com/Patriots.
And that is our esteemed NFL analyst for the Snowman in the Morning Show, Mike DeBate. He joins us every Friday starting at 10:05 a.m. We thank you, good sir, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope the weekend treats you well in these wonderful games that we have, because you're right, that slate looks good.
Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely,
Thank you
gentlemen.
so
Have a
much.
great weekend and enjoy. Always my honor and pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, so what did I miss this morning? Oh, yeah, Ime Udoka, you're screwed. I told y'all yesterday that he was gone for the season.
Oh, I do.
You're going to cheat, and you're going to cheat on Nia Long.
Oh, man. Well, this requires
you big dummy.
Thank you.
But we did discuss it might have been possibility that it was whack. I'm saying,
yeah.
And
the possibility of what?
Whack. It was whack. Yeah, Nia's thing is just whack.
Or the slob game just ain't there.
It just ain't there either.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, no
valid
matter how
points,
fine you are, if the
valid points, yes, valid. Oh, Victor, see, I love Victor for this, and one of my childhood crushes too. Yeah,
oh, definitely.
I mean,
I didn't want Nia alone. But the fantasy may not match the reality, though.
Thank you. The fantasy just may
go.
not match the reality.
I think that's where it is right there.
The fantasy may not match the reality, and because of that, Ime Udoka may have cost the Boston Celtics another trip to the finals.
And he may have cost himself. And he may have
get through Milwaukee anyway, so it's all good.
And may have cost himself an NBA career as a coach.
Yep. And, I mean, if anybody can handle the Bucks, it was gonna be the Celtics. But
what's
now,
what's a wise?
Like seriously, like I can't see him really losing a career because he's sliding into other. It's just it's.
I can.
I know he can, but now as it come to this society has come to a point where he might have made a mistake.
Hey man, he could have been. You know what I'm saying? She could have been coming on to him.
I'm saying he could have been caught at a vulnerable time.
Yeah,
I'm saying he had probably just gotten over the loss in the finals. She was probably consoling him.
Yeah,
one thing led to another.
Nee was saying the juice box is closed. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying.
And then you know how
it could be a lot of things.
Women, like there's a certain subset of women who they start young, right? They all, she don't have time for you, but I do. You know what I'm saying? And she don't want to.
We don't know the circumstances.
She don't want you to allow me to be your bronzexual. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Your girl can't do this. Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. I know she's out doing movies and shows and stuff. Why don't you come over? I'll fix you a nice meal. You know what I'm saying? It's women that they specialize in saying this man got money.
This way, ESPN is looking for more analysts. Oh,
you're so cold, Victor.
Victor.
Oh, he's got plenty of time to be an analyst now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he
got
does.
plenty of time.
Yo, gosh, yes. But probably
he's screwed.
ESPN don't care about
until October of next year. Yes, he has a lot of time to be an
analyst.
analyst.
If they fire him back, I guarantee you, if they fire him,
which is still possible,
if they fire him, next year, the Brooklyn Mets will hire him as their head coach.
Dear God, no.
I think that's what they wanted to do in the first place.
No.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I think they're scared to fire him. They're scared to fire him. Let's be real. They're scared to fire him because they know if they fire him,
another team will take him. Yeah.
Yes.
Another team will
I don't look. No. Hell no. Don't go to that mess in Brooklyn. No. Hell to the no.
Listen, if they pay him the money, why not?
Because it's Brooklyn.
I'm not saying I would take it.
Because it's the Brooklyn mess. That's why.
So what Brian is saying is, should Ime Udoka even entertain if he's fired from the Celtics to be the head coach of the New Jersey / Brooklyn Nets?
Hell no. To the no. To the no.
Don't you take this from the no.
Hell no. Hell no. If you listen, Ime Udoka, and Wise, this is nothing against you, but this is Ime Udoka would have to be high, drunk, or both to take on the Brooklyn mess.
As the Nets turn cold, yes.
What about the Knicks? What about the Knicks?
Hell no. No. The Knicks are fine.
Oh, we good. Listen,
the Knicks are good. Okay, the Knicks are good.
I would do the Bishop, but this one calls for my man. Ime Udoka, should he be the head coach of the Knicks?
And you know what Ime Udoka is saying to all of us right now? Give me a little Samuel L.
Oh.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Exactly.
Well, Ime, you don't need to be saying nothing to nobody.
Yeah, true.
Just.
You know what you need to do, Ime? Cole, can you hit me with that rock real quick?
Oh yeah, sure, not a problem. Glad to do that.
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Because You have nothing more to do or to say.
Oh my gosh.
Know your role and shut your mouth. What else did I miss this morning? Because I you know how your alarm goes off and you don't hear it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I took the Lakers to task for finally retiring George Mikan's number.
It took him this long?
Yes. It took them over 50 years to retire his number.
And Cole, if I might say eloquently as well.
Thank you.
Okay. It took him this long to retire number 99.
Yeah. The first Lakers legend. The
first Laker legends. First Laker legend, and it took him this.
Yeah. So
see, it's the scepter of you know who, and I will say nothing further.
All right. So that's
what else I missed.
Okay. So then
he missed Club Shay Shay.
Oh no. We'll get to that later.
What?
So, no. We'll get to Club Shay Shay in a minute. So then it was Sam and Cool who came on. Cool knocked it completely out the park as to why Carson Wentz is just talented but still a garbage NFL QB.
He spoke facts. My man
I
know
that. This is Mr. McCain. Yeah, this is Cool McCool. We're talking. This is Cool.
Oh no,
I'm getting to that too.
We discussed someone attacking Slate.
Wait. What?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to get to now.
Okay.
When he came on, when Cool came on, he's like, hey, I got receipts. That's somebody that was talking about Darius Slay. I got receipts. And look, I'm going to purposely wait until he comes on, and I'm going to do nothing but just put forth Darius Slay facts. Adam, just facts, just straight facts. This was the first 2 minutes of Cool McCain's appearance.
And also, the good Lord made sure it happened on a day when I was not able to get on, or was asked to get on because of the workload at work. So
the good Lord.
The Lord does not want me to go in too much because of how the situation played out, but I cannot let it go.
What did I deem you the first time we talked? Cool McCool. Why? Because there was a cartoon character by that same name back in the 60s, and McCain, I gave you this when I said danger is my business. Danger is your business, and facts are your business.
All right, so
now what the hell is this Club Shay Shay?
Oh no, we'll get the Club Shay Shay because we still got some more.
All right, still got some more.
We still got some more. So when we had been on, we talked about Cowboys fan coming up in Walmart on horseback.
Yes.
What?
Some Lady Godiva type stuff.
So
wait. Talk.
So there was a Cowboys fan in the Metroplex area. I think it was on Tuesday. He rode in with a Dak Prescott jersey on horseback, complete with the horse's tail dyed blue and silver. And he was galloping in an aisle at Walmart. Only Cowboys fan.
Next.
Now we'll get the Club Shay Shay.
I don't even want to comment. I mean, these Cowboy fans from the late 90s, the end of the Aikman era.
Yeah, so now we'll get the Club Shay Shay. This was into the Boom Shakalaka, but this does not come from base.
No.
Oh, it didn't.
No, this did not come from base. This came from your boy Vic, who said, quote, let me do this correctly.
Do it correctly.
I'm gonna do this really correctly. Hold on. Let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, Victor Locke said about Club Shay Shay, quote, doggone it, I had it. Where is it? There we go. No, don't go to Club Shay Shay. You may find a man that calls himself delicious there. Close quote.
And the winner of our quote of the week.
He dropped the mic for the whole week.
The winner of our mic drop. The winner of our mic drop moment.
He dropped
my goodness.
The whole week.
Man.
We were done. We were done after that. Bass included. We were done with that.
He did not say that.
Yes, he did. He did. He did.
Yeah, we was talking about
Victor,
Shannon.
Yeah, we
I
talk about
love
Shannon
you.
A
Sharp.
lot of guys. and
Victor,
then-
I love you, but I hate you for those words because you're true with those words.
Oh,
So
man.
what precipitated it was we were talking about Shannon Sharp, how he sometimes acquiesces too much to
You know
Skip
who?
Bayless and Undisputed, yeah. And he Bass said he sort of bristled at naming his stuff Club Shay Shay because it sounded a little bit on the suspect side.
Well, duh.
And that's when V-Lock hit us right between the eyes with that one.
I mean, what? You wait. Hold. Time out. Duh.
And I also pointed out how there hasn't been a lot of reports of him with a lot of ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Repeating my sentence. Duh.
Yeah.
And Sick backdoored it by saying, quote, "I've got OCD. If I'm at Club Shay Shay, I'm definitely wearing a hazmat suit." Close quote. And that is what you've missed.
And they also talked about the Honey Love video R. Kelly had. Is that
Oh
why
yeah,
they had,
I mentioned that.
flashlights? Yeah.
So the flashlights was mentioned, and I said so that's where
Dear
R. Kelly got the
God.
idea for the Honey Love video.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
See, the
So,
thing
yes.
is, the boom shakalaka just takes everyone to a different level.
Yes.
does.
Well,
It does.
yeah.
It just does.
Yes.
man.
So the fantastic, fantabulous, freaky Friday edition of the show
What's
went
going on?
exactly as it normally does.
Yeah.
Off the doggone
Off
rails.
the charts.
Off the
Always.
charts and off the
Always.
rails. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then we touched on the genius that is Cole, because
Oh yes,
Of course.
yes.
because we
Of
spoke
course.
we spoke about the baseline intro, and then
Which is the baseline
then-
intro, the Eagles Elite.
See, exactly.
intro.
Then I caught the Eagles Elite podcast this past week, and I just happened to see a new intro the Eagles Elite podcast has. And I'm like, I'm not even an Eagles fan, and I'm loving this.
Now that
See, the genius of Cole also is.
So I
with-
had to send a message. I had to send a
also,
message.
listen, the genius of Cole, when I saw the commercial he did for Wise,
Yeah.
where he put all those parts together, and then you see Wise in those sunglasses and the hair flowing.
So
He goes, I ain't never listened to you. I mean, he picked the perfect picture.
The wife does not like that picture.
that's
Why?
That's
She
what
does
makes it
not
even
like
funny.
that picture.
Why?
So this morning, so
That's a
last
great-
night I'm in bed. Hold on. Last night I'm in bed with the wife, and I get a special delivery.
Oh no.
And so I open it, and it's straight fire. And the wife sees it, and she says, "Yeah, he needs to change that picture. I don't like that picture. It looks like your shirt is shrinking and coming up. So you need to change that." So I had to send a message to Cole, like, the wife doesn't like that picture, Cole.
I was like,
And my man fixed
But
it.
it's
Though. He fixed it.
you. But it's you
listen,
with the
listen. The
with
boss
the
speaks when
glasses
when
and-
the boss speaks.
look, I understand.
When the boss speaks, it
Yeah,
has to be
point
changed.
taken.
Yeah,
Point
I,
taken.
and look,
Points.
and Wise do. I didn't put up a fight. I was like, dog. All right, I gotta change it. All right.
I said, your Cole wife doesn't like that picture, and he's like, all right. He's like,
All right.
damn. I'm like,
I know how that is because if
Yeah,
my wife said the
yeah,
same thing, I
yeah.
gotta do the same thing. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Same
you don't
here.
like that. Even if
Same
I
here.
do, even if I like it, she
if
don't.
it,
I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
if I could love it as much, but the wife goes, yeah, I don't like that picture.
Listen, wife is all. The only thing my wife and I find about is my consumption of coffee. But
Mhm.
now it's my dietitian said I can have a cup. Be small.
A cup.
My wife heard that.
A cup.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
An
A cup.
cup.
All right.
I said, okay. Question. I said, can I have it ice? She says, yes, as long as it's 1 cup. Okay, cool. I'm good at that. I'm good after that. But it's not every day, though. It can't be every day, especially with my meds changing on the fly.
Lord have
especially.
mercy.
Oh
no!
You just saw that. Y'all just saw that.
No! See, I saw that.
No!
Now coming to the
See,
stage,
I saw
ladies
it a
and
minute ago.
gentlemen.
That's why I was laughing. Y'all just saw it.
Now coming to the stage, ladies. Give it up for Delicious. And then here's Ryan.
And then Mr. McCarthy backdoored it with that.
Delicious was escorted by a questionable lady named Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Questionable. Yes.
Wait a minute.
A questionable lady
down on the farm. Hey, Victor. Marshmallow down on the farm.
Yeah.
Why did I say that aloud?
So that's what that was all day.
Sick. What if Ime Udoka were to replace Darvin Ham as the Lakers head coach next season?
Dear Lord.
Y'all didn't give that man a chance.
I didn't even give Darvin Ham a chance. Y'all didn't even let him start the season. Damn. Like,
dear Lord.
How do you
Ham
not
ain't
give the man
coaching
a
game
start?
as a Lakers head coach yet.
You know what I'm saying? They're already firing him.
Yep. They getting him out. They getting him out of there.
What if he replaced Tyronn Lue as the Clippers coach?
Hell no. Hell no. Why am I saying hell no?
Because you don't want him to go nowhere.
Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Tyronn Lue made his own mess. Let him clean it up.
We're climbing into Brian's head.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
You ain't striking this no.
You're a fool, Cole. I love you, but you're a fool.
What about the Pistons, Snowman? What about the Pistons? No, there you go.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Listen.
There.
What about the Magic?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Listen.
Come on, cool. Come on. I know you.
What about the Hornets?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Listen.
I can't even take it over.
Come on. Oh, thank you, Victor. What about the Pelicans?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Listen.
What about the Kings?
Oh, hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Listen.
Baby.
What about the Thunder?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no. Listen.
What about the Timberwolves?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Oh, Jesus.
What about any team in the G League?
What about any team in the G League? Thank you, Wise.
What about the Pacers?
What about the Pacers?
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Right strike.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is
What
really
about
off
the
rails.
Sixers?
Really off the rails.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
Right strike.
You a fool. Oh,
Cole, you
Lord.
wow, Cole. Oh my God.
What about any team in the Euro League?
Oh man.
What about the Portland Jail Blazers?
Oh Lord.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no.
Recipe
To the no, no, no.
Copyright strike YouTube.
Cool's about to fall out of his seat.
Bruh.
Hey. Oh no!
We off the
Victor,
rails.
you stupid!
Bro,
Victor, stupid! Hey, can he be the agent for Brittany Griner?
Hell no.
Let that girl stay in jail.
Yeah,
Russell, stay in jail.
No.
Copyright strike from YouTube.
Oh my god.
3.5 hours into this.
Filipino League. Oh my Lord.
What about the Philippines? You would think base reappeared.
Oh Lord.
What about the
EuroLeague?
EuroLeague? Oh no. What about the Cleveland Cadavers?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no. To the no, no, no.
I'm definitely gonna need a fat one after this shit.
Oh my gosh, man.
Wait.
I'm trying to breathe, man.
I can't breathe.
I put my hands on top of my head.
Wait a minute. Cool said he's trying to. Oh no! See, this will make Rod Peterson upset. This next one. This will make Rod Peterson upset.
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
The hoes ain't right. The hoes ain't right.
To the no. To the no, no, no.
Copyright strike. No.
Yeah, man.
What about the Vancouver Grizzlies? Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna go.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no. To the no,
no.
What about the Continental Basketball Association?
Oh,
She.
we lost Cool.
I'm still here.
Brian is frozen though. B is frozen.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh Lord, not what about any team in the WNBA?
The Raptors or the Supersonics. They wild, bro. Wow, bro.
What about any team in the WNBA?
Hell no. To the no.
Them women are scared of you.
Yeah,
They're scared.
To the no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Wait a minute. What? Oh, sick. Why did you put this one up?
Sick is wild, boy.
Why did you put? No.
Let's see how the Supersonics. Okay, well, all right, I'll do it.
Hell no. To the no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no. To the no.
To YouTube.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
What about the Utah Spaz? Our Jazz.
Hell no. To the no. Yeah, to the no. Yeah, to the no.
You gotta have a hair.
To the no.
If I had trouble breathing before,
Bruh, I didn't even have trouble before.
oh hell! See, Ryan's going old school.
They're
Here
trying to
you
get that
go.
Dolomite. That's what they're trying to get that
3 for 1.
Dolomite. That's what they're trying
3
to do.
for 1.
Okay.
The Buffalo Braves, the Rochester Royals, and the Baltimore Bullets.
Bitch, are you for real? Bitch, are you for real? Bitch, are you for real?
Oh gosh.
Oh Lord.
I'm in tears.
What
Last-
about the San Antonio Spurs sick? All right.
Don't
San
do
Antonio
it.
Spurs.
Don't do it.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right. What
Don't
about the San
do
Antonio
it.
Spurs?
Hell no. To the no, no.
If they protected Becky Hammond, what do you think they gonna do with every other woman that's there?
To the no, no, no.
Somehow I knew Becky Hammond would get worked into the conversation.
Hey, but how about what Charles Barkley say about he don't want to go to San Antonio?
Big
Charles
women.
Barkley said they got them big women down there.
Oh,
that's Chuck words, not mine.
I know.
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
Give me six hoes in there, some hoes.
To the no. To the no, no, no.
No. Thank you for that reminder, Cool.
Y'all stupid. I love you guys so much.
Hey man.
But y'all stupid. Wait a minute. Did we hit every? What about the Atlanta Squawks?
Oh, we'll get to them in a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh Lord.
What about the Flint Tropics?
You for real?
There you go. The Atlanta Squawks.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Atlanta Squawks. All right. Should MA be Atlanta Hawks head coach?
Hell no. To the no, no, no.
Rick Nick has been gone for the last 20 years. No Freak Nick in Atlanta. You do.
You did not say Freak Nick in this.
But they do have Lemon Pepper Lou's favorite.
You did not say. I hate you, Cole Johnson. You did not say Freak Nick in this. And Victor says this is like that one corner of the classroom where all the class clowns reside and cut up. That would be us.
Yes, Victor.
Oh man.
That'd be us, and you know you'd be right there with
Oh
us.
gosh.
Victor, you started this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Club Shay
Oh
Shay.
my gosh. Have mercy. Victor, you started this ish.
Oh my.
I appreciate you, Victor. I appreciate you. Brother.
I do.
I
totally
appreciate Victor. I appreciate Victor. I appreciate everybody so much that follows this.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. This all started with Club Shay Shay. Don't die on me now.
I'm good.
Six is Emil Dope will be cussing out Shannon Sharp at Club Shay Shay.
He'd be beating his ass at Club Shay Shay.
Beating him down.
He'd be beating him down.
Woo, man.
Like the bitch that he is.
Man, I did not know that I was going to have to test my blocking out copyright strikes on using Bishop Bullwinkle.
Wait a minute. And then you got this.
I know I would. And Wise is our voice of reason trying to get Zach right.
Trying being the operative word.
Hold up. Is Wise really our voice of reason?
Hell no. To the no, no.
You know that brother wants to smoke with the weed. He wanted to just pop and pass.
To the no, no.
Copyrights right from YouTube.
Yeah. Oh man. McCarthy, they probably have hot cinnamon wings. Who knows?
Oh God.
But yes,
that would hurt.
But yes, cool. You're right.
Wouldn't that hurt going down? Hot cinnamon.
But yes, cool. Gee, earlier point, you're right. Magic City still exists, and Lou Williams still loves those lemon pepper wings.
And Club Nicky's as well is down there. So I've heard.
Oh God. So I've heard.
Could you do that in Spanish or
No!
Hell no.
No bueno, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno.
No
bueno, no bueno, no bueno.
No
No bueno.
My man said no bueno, no bueno.
No bueno, no bueno, no bueno.
Oh,
No bueno, no bueno.
oh man.
Oh man.
Wait a minute. And the wait. No.
Hot cinnamon chicken wings, Lord.
Why?
It started
Why
with
hot
the
cinnamon?
coffee talking about what kind of wings would they serve at Club Shay Shay. So I said hot cinnamon.
Hot cinnamon chicken wings. Of course,
McCoffee
they would. Of course,
started
they'd spell
this.
it with an S and not a C. Right.
You gotta spell it with an S.
You gotta spell it with S.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the stage, hot cinnamon.
Look, they would definitely have some lemon zest wings there.
With the little lemon zest. Please welcome hot
Not cooked by cinnamon
Cooked
right
by
before she
cinnamon
goes
right
on
before
stage.
What is this? Is this a Viola Davis repeat now where she pulls us?
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Oh Lord.
Whew.
Man.
Oh, and some orange.
No.
Gotta have some.
Yeah,
orange
gotta have
wings.
some orange. Okay, I'll allow it.
All of the fruity flavors. Hey, Club Shay Shay.
All the fruity flavors.
Home of the welcome to Club Shay Shay, home of the fruity flavor.
Damn!
Oh my god.
The fruity flavor.
Fruity flavors. Oh my gosh.
Look, they have fruity pebble coated wings.
Fruity flavor cover. No, I can't even say it. Oh,
Fruity flavored Pebbles wings.
What?
Fruity pebble battered wings.
What?
Oh my
My
gosh.
stomach hurts now.
Oh no. Give it up for Skittles.
Give it up for Skittles.
Not Skittles. Oh Lord. Now coming to the stage. Give it up for Skittles.
Oh, you gotta go for tasting the rainbow.
Give it up for Sweet Tarts.
Give it up
Oh,
for
no.
Sweet Tarts.
I haven't had Sweet Tarts in years, okay?
Chicken wings breaded with fruity pebbles.
Club Shay Shay. I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
I wonder how the grease would, I wonder how the grease would look. I wonder how the grease would look.
Hell no. To
Now
the
you
no,
know
no,
it's
no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
Welcome to the Bishop Bullwinkle Hour.
They would be John Cena approved.
Where Cole Johnson practices his YouTube, his YouTube fill-in for whenever we play that soundbite.
Fruity
And it depends on the
Bit to the topic. Yeah.
What about blueberry flavored chicken wings? I can't
Hey,
believe I'm going to
anything's-
dig that one out.
Anything is possible at Club Shay Shay.
Yes, true.
You can taste the rainbow like we let Wise finish earlier. You can taste the rainbow, get some Lucky Charms flavored drinks there too.
Yeah.
Frosted Lucky.
Bitch, please.
Frosted Lucky Charms that blow your ass to pieces.
Oh gosh.
Hey, at Club Shay Shay, that would not be a problem.
No.
Oh God!
It's
All
like,
right.
the only women there that would be like 75 years old doing this.
So good.
75-year-old women thinking that they're still 35.
Sitting in the corner. sitting in the corner,
blazing.
I mean, with a blunt fatter than Wise's.
You want
Okay?
some, baby?
Listen. That
No.
right there is a Godfather, right there, bro. That is a Godfather.
That is OG status.
That's a
Yes, it
Godfather
is.
blunt, huh? Okay.
Yes, it is.
That's a Godfather.
Oh,
That's for
Lord.
one of those nights that you just want to sit on the couch and just be comatose. That's what that is.
Coming this
Coming
Saturday
to
at Club
Saturday at
Shay Shay.
Shay Shay.
It's Fruit Stripe. It's the Fruity Saturday.
And yes, rest in peace, Helen Martin. For sure.
Rest in peace, Helen Martin.
Definitely.
Oh,
Lord.
no.
Give it up for fruit roll-ups. But we don't judge.
No, we don't. Not at all.
But we digress.
No, we
Quite
digress
often.
hard.
We digressed an hour ago after
Yes.
Mike signed out.
Oh my gosh.
After Mike signed off, we digressed hard.
Oh, we had digressed prior to Mike getting on, so we scaled it back. We scaled it back, and Mike was like, "I don't know how I'm gonna follow that up because it was one of those things."
You know what? There is no
really, Victor. John Cena approved. Okay. Oh gosh.
Can we get The Rock for that one?
Oh my god.
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
I could pull any part of this last hour and put it up as the best of Snowman in the morning. I could pull any part of this last hour.
It's ridiculous.
We got 3 hours of gold. We got 3.5 hours of gold here. Okay. And Wise is going to hate me for this.
Why am I always going to hate you for this?
Because it's you.
You make it sound like I'm a hater.
I think
You're
I
not.
understand
You
how
know
you
you're
probably.
not.
I think I understand how.
And
why
you know
you
the
might.
best part about these 3.5 hours? None of this happened.
That's right.
That's true.
It was just a mere mention of a bronzexual, but we did talk about their king.
We're talking about him now.
Shut up.
And that's where the hate comes in.
Yeah, exactly. I just pulled up a graphic, okay? I didn't mention
it shouldn't have even appeared on the screen, man. It's Friday. It is Friday. It should have not appeared on the screen.
Okay.
And Brian got exactly what he wanted right there.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor.
Okay. Now you pissed me. I mean this playfully.
It
now you
wasn't
pissed me
Wednesday,
off.
so we didn't.
do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
If y'all missed it, and we do this all the time to joke with each other.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
This is what you encourage. You encourage like
I don't
Hawk
encourage.
TV.
Hey, listen.
You
I just want
encourage
to
the Hawk TV to start putting blasphemous stuff on the screen. Like
blasphemy at its highest. I was gonna say, man, I want to thank you guys, right? Because I was doing my Eagles.
Can you come on Monday?
I was coming them up and doing everything I could.
Yeah.
And
can you come on Monday?
One other thing, and then y'all got me the clips, right? And I got the first clip from Cole, and I figured out how to do them, bro. So now I got me like a catalog.
Awesome, brother.
And I'm
Awesome.
wilding.
Awesome.
I'm wilding, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I caught part of the Eagles Elite Pod. I caught part of the Eagles Elite Podcast. That Daniel Bryan clip. In answer to my question, I love it. And Wise, this is for you.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
Victor inspired that one. And then Victor repeated why. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Yeah, stop the lies.
Stop the lies. Stop the lies. Stop the cap.
I don't know I don't know how the hell Cole, in the midst of all of our laughter, clearly heard Wise and Wise had a straight face saying, "Stop the lies. Stop the cap. Stop the cap." That's why I pulled that clip.
Brian was laughing hard.
I
Dace was ducking
done.
and laughing a little bit. And no, he was saying, no, 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 no. And all I could hear as clear as a bell is Wise saying, "Stop the lies, stop the lies, stop the cap." And that's what threw me. That's what just tore me up. I darn near fell off the chair
I
laughing.
think the best
because of that.
one of the best ones in recent history,
Stop the lies.
besides Stop the Lies, the best one is when Bass made Cole get up and walk out the room
Gotta go,
and
gotta ho.
slam the door.
There you go.
Gotta go, gotta ho.
Gotta go, gotta ho.
Gotta go, gotta.
I was
I mean, with the
done.
He said,
C-O-N-E.
wait. He said, gotta go, gotta go. But wait, gotta go, gotta ho. And all we see is Cole get up and walk out the room. And I asked him on Monday, I said, did you slam the door?
He's like, yep. Because if I did, I probably still would have blurred you all out laughing from as far away with Mike as I was.
We're
I'm so
approaching the 4-hour mark.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on a second, sir. Oh, you can keep talking, please.
Okay.
Please keep talking.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the blasphemy I'm talking about right
please,
there.
No, please keep talking. Please keep talking.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Please.
All right.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
And what happened in the finals? He took a big fat ass L in the form of a sweep.
Oh, that felt good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Victor, he like that one too. Victor has another clip that he likes where I thought I missed.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I thought I missed it. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you.
Here you go. Here's part of this.
Let's make this perfectly clear. To all the hooker whores.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Richard Nixon had nothing on Bass's intro on Bass's beginning of that statement.
No. Fresh hot ales. That's right, Victor.
Wait. Shucks, I lost my train of thought. Oh man. We gotta go.
Yeah, what I was going to say was before we do go. Yes, this place came this close to an Uncle Foot sighting.
This close, yeah.
It's close because there was a couple people in the chat that was calling for it.
They weren't calling for it. They were not
calling
for it.
Gotta go, gotta hold.
Stop it.
And
Hey,
Cole's
take
gone.
that one.
And Cole's gone.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah.
Oh man.
Got
Oh man. I thought Cole was going to faint. When Bass said gotta go, gotta ho, I thought Cole was gonna faint.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
But Bass did say we need to call in today. So if you can, whoever's
We will.
watching, whoever's watching now,
I will call
They're
from
not
the
going-
stadium because I gotta be at the stadium at 5:30. No later than 6 o'clock. Okay, let's
Yes,
close
we
out
do
the
have to
weekend
go.
style. Let's close out the weekend style. And here's Chris Bass's PSA.
Right, to all of the hooker whores from coast to coast and beyond. I don't want to follow you. I don't want to know you. I don't want to have sexual relations with you. I don't want to do that. So don't follow me. I ain't no Mark. I don't want it. Don't need it. Not from you. So to all again, the hooker whores that are out there doing their thing. I don't begrudge you your business. Hooker whores need love too. Just not from me. Y'all gotta eat just like everybody else. Got everybody else. Nothing wrong with that. Have a liver. Do your thing. As they say, do you, boo. Or not just do, you can do yourself or do one or two or three or four at the same time. That's your business.
Oh Lord.
But leave me alone.
Oh, the hooker four horsemen. Lord have
The
mercy.
hooker whores are incredible. They're very persistent. They don't sleep. because they're out here 24/7.
Oh my
on their back, on their knees. I don't begrudge them a living. On their side, put your legs behind your knees or whatever behind your head. Whatever you do to make a living, that is your business.
Not on your side.
But for the love of night, and goddamn you,
oh my gosh,
leave me alone. I'm serious now because I had to go through this with Facebook.
Oh man, oh Lord,
the genius that is Chris.
Oh, that man, bro, is so freaking funny.
I don't seriously. I don't understand how he does not have a natural stage.
Too.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Very underrated strong knowledge for sports wise, but oh my gosh, I don't know how because his comedic timing
is genius.
I put this intro. All right, we really got to get out of here, but I used this intro just from that Friday episode.
On your mark, get set, let's go.
Cause we take this job so serious.
All of it between two people and 4 nostrils. All of it was gone.
LeBron James is pure, unadulterated trash as a basketball player and has been for 20 years.
We don't want to see
that. Wait a minute. We don't want to see
bro.
Number 420. Why is El Jefe? Number 420.
I had to do it. Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Hell nope. Were his next 2 words. All right. Mr. McCoffey. No credentials required will be live at 5:30 today. Mr. McCoffey will be live with us on Monday as we'll go over week 3. We'll have more Club Shay Shay shenanigans if we can think of any.
Cool.
And why is it saying no? Why is it saying
I won't be here, so I don't know.
I may be able to get on.
You need to come on Monday. We need you.
It was my day. Monday was my day until they switched my days at work. But it's fine. I love Fridays too. So
okay.
Not as far as work, but I mean as far as being on the show because I get to see bases.
Base is a treat and a half.
Base is a treasure.
Yes,
Base is a treasure. And I want to say you guys are a treasure. Thank you for this morning while I rested. And now I got a football game to get ready for. And I got to get some lunch. So let's get out of here. And I got to cut this up too. Oh hell. Right. There goes there goes the rest of my prep time because I'm going to be cutting this up laughing.
Well,
you're doing a lot of laughing.
That's fun.
Well, thank you.
I know I'm going to be doing a lot of laughing.
Yeah, you are. Well, thank you to the chat. You all were absolutely wonderful on fire today.
As always.
Thank you.
As always.
Thank you to Chris Space. Thank you to Sam Shady. Thank you to Ben Southern III. Thank you for my debate. And definitely thank you to my brother, Cool McCain. I have missed doing this with you. I understand why. Yes, we got to do this more often because you are a treasure yourself, my man.
We got to have Cool McCain on.
Thank you,
lot
Cool.
More.
Totally appreciate you coming.
We got to have McCain on a lot more. And the Hawk TV, I owe you a thank you for your comment. I think it was yesterday about the versatility of the show. Hey, look.
Thank you, brother.
Sports, we're like Rod Peterson. If it's sports, we talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. If it involves sports, we talk about it. This show has to get over 1 million.
Straight to God, brother.
Man.
From your lips to God's ears,
No. Not just this one. Not just this one. Stuck in my mind. Anything that Cool's touching.
Eagles Elite.
Eagles Elite.
Playmaker.
Beast. Playmaker. Cole Sports
Baseline.
Baseline. Every one of these shows.
In this circle. And this too. The Underrated Darkness. He has some great chats on his channel as well.
Oh, yeah, man. I got to get in touch with both you brothers, Hawk TV and Underrated Darkness.
Yeah. I got to get Hawk TV. I got to get
everybody
Hawk TV
out in the chat, man. Everybody out there thank y'all for the support that y'all give us
Yeah,
outside of
absolutely.
Snowman
Yeah,
in the morning.
yeah, because
y'all
it's,
do
it's
support
starting
us.
to come outside
Yeah.
of outside
Y'all
of here
do
too.
support us
Thank you.
outside of Snowman in the morning. I greatly appreciate that, man. Sick, you are the man. You're very
Oh
knowledgeable.
gosh,
You can
yeah.
always come on and talk about whatever.
Same thing.
So,
Yeah, same thing to Vic, man. Thank you, brother. Thank
yeah,
you,
Vic, definitely.
Man. We love you
Ryan,
guys.
Andrew, man. We love all you guys. We do.
We love everyone. And Monday, are we going to be back to normal on Monday? Hell no, because Ryan McCoffey will be with us during hour 1.
What is normal for us?
What is
That's
normal?
a good question.
That's a great question.
That is a good question. What is
That's
normal?
a great
normal
question.
for us. There is no
You know
normal
what I'm
for
gonna?
us.
I think I know how I'm gonna stretch this to 4 hours. You know how we always do a fan chat?
Yeah.
I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I think a couple times
Appreciate
an hour.
that, Vic.
This is
Yeah.
where real sports talk.
Talk
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you all so much.
And
All
Hawk
right,
TV, we love you, brother. We love
Hawk
you.
TV. We appreciate you and we love you.
We love you, man.
Listen, can't go wrong with this. Can't go wrong with Totally Deeds either. I had fun cutting that one up. I had fun cutting that one up. All right.
Yeah, I think Cool's gonna have more fun.
Cool's gonna have
Cool's gonna have more fun.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's gonna become like a bulldog to beat.
He's gonna be snipping like crazy.
And all I'm gonna do is sit back and watch all of this ensue. Because,
I'm gonna watch it.
it's
We're just gonna watch.
He's got receipts. He's got
Listen,
my man got receipts. That's
I'm
all.
just gonna pull factual
receipt 1.
Factual stats from last year.
Factual
stats
from last year.
all you got to see.
Incredible
Receipt
sources.
55.
You can't do. Here's my set of receipts right here, all on one sheet. Okay.
It won't fit on one sheet.
It can't all
You
fit
mean
on
you're
one
gonna
sheet.
have as many receipts as they have at Old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia?
Dude's gonna have a Harry Potter novel full of receipts.
Bro,
I love it.
Listen,
he was at work like wishing he could get on that
Bruh,
day.
I was
He actually
sitting here
said
like, ooh.
he
was
actually
probably
said he better
screaming
thank
at
the
the
good
screen.
Lord that he couldn't get on.
Y'all don't even understand. It
He
had to
said
be
the good Lord
Lord.
was with him. He said
It had to be.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been nobody else.
Yes, he said the good Lord was with him.
Oh, man. Oh, but it's all love, man. We love
Yeah,
you.
it's definitely all
Definitely
love.
got nothing but
It
love
is
for
all.
you,
It
man.
is all.
Jesus, my
in
guy.
love.
But
But
Nothing wrong with that.
don't
Nothing wrong
come
with
this
that.
late.
see,
And it's understandable. Deed's a Cowboys fan, Cool's the Eagles fan. So it totally makes sense.
Of course.
What did Victor say? This is where real sports talk resides. This is where fun and real sports talk resides. And where's that 1 million comment? From your lips to God's ears.
Yes.
Hawk
That's
TV.
Hawk TV. Hawk TV.
All of us. We all need to. We all need to win millions.
And right back at you, brother. Right back at you.
Right back at you, Hawk.
Absolutely.
Right back at you. This is the network, folks. And Mission Las Vegas.
Anybody in the chat?
Everybody
put their
that's in
channels
the
out
chat
there.
and within this network, let's go take over Radio Row in Las Vegas in a year.
Listen, everybody in the chat who got a show, put their show. I didn't get to put everybody's show out up there earlier today.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I did put some shows out there on the chat. Check those shows out. Everybody else who I didn't get a chance, my apologies, but put it up there now so that people can check it out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Because you all do some good work too.
And it's like I said, Mission Vegas. Because we're going to take over Radio Row in Las Vegas. Wherever they build Radio Row, that's where we'll be.
So you speaking my language right there, Hawk TV. And in all praise be to God. Exactly, sir.
That's it.
100, brother. 100.
I want to put something out
all
there.
Day. Go ahead, Cool.
Hall of Fame next year. I'm gonna be there. I expect to see some of y'all there with me.
So that's
done.
10.5 months. Okay.
Done.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Either the WNBA or the NBA All-Star game. I'm probably gonna actually try to do the WNBA because they deserve it more.
Oh, you ain't getting an argument on me on that.
And I'm gonna put this out there.
You don't get an argument on me on that, brother.
Mr. McCain, I'll put this out there and couple it with you. I will work my ass off this winter to form the WNBA Game of the Week.
That's right. We're his hands and feet. We work together and move to accomplishments. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
That's right, Hawk
I
TV.
want to put
That's
a crew
right,
together.
brother.
I want to put a crew together where we do the WNBA Game of the Week.
And I'll say this: if you're doing a WNBA show and you need somebody to talk about the Atlanta Dream and you don't call me, don't ever call to me again. Not just playing.
I was gonna say, do you?
Can Can we get a Dolomite to close the show on that comment?
I was gonna say, do you always carry that Eagles chip with you? I was gonna say that.
Do you have to ask such a question?
Yeah, but yeah, that's why I didn't.
Only about 75% of the time.
That's why I had to pull
85.
it back.
Don't lie.
Now, Snowman, to me, I love it. I love all of it. But
85. See, this is where Cool McCain tries to do me and says, "I will not cut."
Bitch, are you for real?
And then that happens.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. This is what McCain tries to do me and go, "I will not cuss. I will not cuss." See? All right. We really better get out of here.
Yeah.
For Cool McCain, for Cole Johnson, for a 50% Snowman, and for Wise, and for everybody in the chat, we love you. We thank you. We'll be back on Monday to wrap up week 3. Have a great weekend. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. Cole, finish it.
And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're simply not just big. Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
No. Oh God.
That is blasphemous. How dare you?
You know, and
that's what you
I gotta
for it.
I
They didn't ask you for it. They didn't ask you for it.
Stop the cap.
No,
they didn't. They didn't. Victor didn't ask for it.
Stop the cap, please.
Brian didn't ask for it. No one asked.
I certainly didn't ask for it. We didn't ask you. We didn't ask you to look. We didn't ask you to.
You just decided to.
And then that pops up. No.
It's like it was going so well. It was going so well.
No.
And
we did not. We did not.
Really?
Let me buzz Cole for a wrong answer. No. Just Cole.
Ryan,
and
I
I'm
am
dead
again.
Just remember,
Victor,
Cole.
I didn't do it.
Victor, we know you didn't do it.
We know you didn't do it, Victor.
We know.
I certainly didn't.
He's lying. Nobody asked for it. No one asked for
it. Stop the cap, Cole, because remember.
Hey, I saw a
No, you
mummer-
didn't.
I saw
No,
a
you
mum-
didn't.
I saw
No,
a
you
mummer
didn't.
call.
No, you didn't.
I saw a mummer.
No, you did not. No, you didn't. Stop the cap. Stop the damn cap.
Ain't no
Stop the lies. Stop the lies.
Somebody did put Mummer up earlier.
That's
They were
what I'm
talking about
saying.
Mummer
No,
earlier.
they ain't no cap.
Stop the lies.
It was like 2 hours ago, but it did happen.
Oh, it was a couple of hours ago?
It was like, yes.
I may do it Monday. I may oblige you, Victor.
There was a mummer. There was a mummer mention.
It must have been early in the show.
And I think
Bro,
Ryan knew that.
when the mention happened, I told Cole, "Do not do it."
No,
don't.
I saw
It was
Ryan's.
when
comment.
Base was on. It was when Base was on.
It was when Base was on.
Oh,
Yeah.
that explains it. That explains it.
Oh, Lord.
It's Base.
It wasn't Base though.
Victor did bring Uncle Foot into the conversation.
Oh, it was during the
But-
Base. It was during the
Yes.
the Blue Chicago show.
Oh wow! I just called Lori for Lightfoot him. I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I just called Lori Lightfoot him. And I wasn't even trying to be funny. Wow.
She might. He might. She
Good.
might. She might. I don't know. She might go with that.
Goodbye. We will see y'all
That's what I was gonna
on
say.
Monday.
If your dream's so scary, they're simply not big enough.
Dream big,
do bigger,
and do bigger. And y'all know I'm gonna cut this to pieces. We're out of here. See you Monday.
Clap, you see.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with